Test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Duken. Oh, you can. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat on the YouTube and or Sharpe stream side. Paricitate it. Testing. Oh, hold on. Let me get the real shit. Hold up. Here we go.
Finish him.
There we are. Finish him.
Stop the cap.
Yes, sir. All systems go. Uh-huh.
Oh, you can.
Yes, sir. Excellent. Appreciate it. Actually, you know what? I am going to get that sonic boom.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Yoga fire! Yoga flame!
Already got that, bro. You win. Perfect.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 749th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity. It is Thursday, July 15th of 2020. It is good to have you in this afternoon. As always, we are streaming live. We are streaming live to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, mgtow.tv, And of course, in crystal clear, high resolution 4K to my own, the first and only private streaming platform, Sharpe Stream. So however you're listening, wherever you're listening from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. So yes, I have survived. I have survived. I did a 6-hour live stream yesterday. 6 hours. And it was challenging, but it really wasn't that hard, to be quite honest with you. It was a lot of fun. I think we all learned a whole lot. And as Apollo in Sharpe Stream says, yeah, we're one away from 750, man. Holy moly. So I'm glad that we got through that. But yeah, that was, listen, man, that was, breaking that down was needed. Breaking that down was needed. Of course, Red, aka Monica, whatever the hell her name is, Monica Muniz. And listen, man, don't don't act like y'all. Listen, a lot of y'all are like, oh yeah, I wouldn't smash her, blah 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 blah. A lot of y'all followed old girl on IG. I know y'all did. I know you did. I know y'all did. See, I'm the preacher on the pulpit talking about, I know there's fornication going on in these pews. I can see it in your eyes. I see how you look. Look, Daryl. I see how you looking. I see how you looking at Keisha. No, don't move your hand. Don't move your hand. It's already there. It's already there. Red apparently decided to double down cowardly, as of course these people always do. Right now, listen, to her credit, she actually went on to the Fresh and Fit podcast and, debated. But it became very clear at about the 3/4 mark that she had an agenda. She had an agenda. She jumped into, she went on to the Fresh and Fit podcast and she debated and argued in bad faith. She was dishonest. There were selective hearing. She twisted her words. She changed her story. She moved the goalpost. The typical behavior of a woman who thinks like she does. Well, it appears she put this on her Instagram story. This is on her Instagram story, and her story says, quote, "Hope the boys realize tactics like the one they encourage to use, like manipulation and inflicting anxiety on women who don't want to have sex with them, are the same tactics used by e-parists to coerce and actually assault women." Let's take this from the top. Let's take this from the top. Number one, we can already see she has no respect for men because she calls them boys, right? Right. When women call men boys, that's clearly disrespectful. That she's trying to use disrespect. Number two, like the ones they encourage to use like manipulation. Myron Gaines made it crystal clear, along with everyone else who was watching. Oh no, Ice Dragon Kid said the lady is nuts, man. No, she's not nuts at all. She's not nuts at all. She is the product of the culture. She's the product of the culture, guys. And so she says inflicting manipulation. There is nothing manipulative about telling a woman who is in your place, who has made it clear she does not want to have biblical relations with you, to please exit. There's nothing manipulative about that. Now, if I'm at my house, I'm not going to walk into another room and make another phone call. I'm not looking out for her feelings, right? At that point, if you don't want to hear who I'm talking to on the phone, then you can leave my place. If you don't want to leave at that point, now you are now trespassing, right? So when someone in their domicile advises you that you are no longer welcome in their home and you stay there anyway, that is trespassing. That's trespassing. So when you were ordered, okay, no problem. We went out. We had a good time. You don't want to smash? Cool. I'm going to call another girl. Oh my God, you shouldn't have said that. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Look out for her feelings, right? Like, again, I don't really care about her feelings, right? Right. See, again, just like you said, listen, women women truly believe that their feelings are worth more than the blood, sweat, and tears you endured earning the money that you used to take her out. Now, nobody forced you to take her out. Nobody forced you to take her out. And guys, I'm here to tell you, if you take a woman out on a date, a dinner date, with the intention of smashing at the end, guys, that's not the right frame of mind to be in. She doesn't owe you anything. And because she doesn't owe you her body, guess what? You don't owe her dinner. Guys, law number 3 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. You guys got to get it. DonovanSharpe.com/49 laws. Never feed her before you smash her. Never feed her before you smash her. Guys, there are women out here who go on dates with men they are not sexually interested in, unbeknownst to the man who's taking them out on the date. There are countless articles, videos, you name it, story after story of woman who says, you know what, at the end of the month, when I'm broke, which is when most women are broke, I download the Tinder app and I use the Tinder app to get fed, right? It's not a problem when women do this, right? They lead men to believe that they are sexually interested, knowing full well they're not going to smash at the end of the night. But then they want to complain, oh my God, these men are out here having sex with women but not committing to them. I'm sorry, but that's literally the same thing. The same girl who complains about the alpha Chad or the Tyrone, who smashes her every night but doesn't give her any commitment, that's the same girl who downloads Tinder at about the 21st of every month to feed herself. I mean, listen, man, that's actually an even value exchange. It's not being exchanged equally, but she's giving up the booty and getting fed. I don't really know what the problem is. But the fact of the matter is that the reason why these women called what Myron instructed men to do as manipulation is because it became clear to them that a man who is exercising his options is attractive. Let's not get it twisted. The reason why Myron encourages guys to call, this is what Myron says. He says, if you have a girl at your place and you want to smash and she makes it clear that you don't want to smash, you pick up your phone and you call another girl. Do it in front of her. There's nothing abusive about that. That is simply you exercising your options. Now, the reason why these women had a problem with it is because they were privy to the process. If they had never, ever heard this from anyone before, and they themselves were in that situation where they were at a man's house, he tried to get busy. They said, you know what? I'm not really into this. And he said, no problem. Coolly pulls out his phone and calls another girl to come over. They know they would be turned on. It turns women on. Women who witnessed men exercising their sexual options with a stone face, no problem. I'm not going to get butthurt. I'm simply going to call the next girl in my rotation. That's a turn on. That's a turn on. Men with options who exercise options and do not really care who's around when they're exercising them are naturally attractive to women. This is not manipulation, gentlemen. What Myron explained to men to do in those situations is quite literally the same as a woman putting on mascara and eyeshadow to make her eyes look larger, right? I mean, women can make themselves attractive to men on purpose. So why can't men? Well, the reason why men can't make themselves attractive to women on purpose is because that levels the playing field, right? And in some cases, it even gives men an advantage in the sexual marketplace. Law number 29 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. Women cannot stand it when they do not have a decided advantage in the sexual marketplace. This is why Red lost her mind. She understood very clearly the tactic Myron was using and the mindset behind that. In Myron's case, he puts himself in a win-win situation. Okay, she doesn't want to smash? Great. I'm going to call another girl right in front of her. Guess what? He's going to get laid one way or the other. He's either going to get laid by the girl there or the girl on their way over, or if he's lucky, maybe even both, right? Like if you're a real G, hey, what's up? Yeah, come on over. No, that's okay. I'll stay. Okay, you can stay, but she's still coming over, right? Listen, the reason why Red characterized it as manipulation is because she knows that behavior is attractive. And because Myron is instructing men to be attractive on purpose, that was her problem. You are helping men to become attractive on purpose. under the guise of you're manipulating women. I'm sorry. And women don't manipulate men with ass-lifting jeans, push-up bras, ridiculous makeup that make them look like different people. There's no manipulation there, right? Where's all the outrage over that, right? Listen, if women want men like us to stop teaching men how to become attractive and build sexual attraction on purpose, stop wearing makeup. What's that? Makeup? Oh, well, fine. If you guys want to continue wearing makeup, then guess what? We are going to advise men that if there's a woman at your place and she doesn't want to smash, you call another girl in front of her to let the girl in front of you understand that, hey, listen, if it's not you, it's going to be someone else. Just because that happens to make a man more sexually attractive does not make it manipulation any more than putting on makeup is a deceptive practice. It is literally the same thing. Then, of course, she says, and inflicting anxiety. You see, there's a difference between anxiety and competition anxiety. Now, the reason why we call it competition anxiety is because it sounds a little bit better, right? It sounds a little bit better. Instead of using a word like, I don't know, making her jealous or the abundant, listen, if you want women fighting over you, you give them competition anxiety, right? This is what Barnett did with Jessica. Oh boy, with Jessica, Amber, and LC. He had all three eating out of the palm of his hand, and all three of them knew it. Guess what they had? Competition anxiety. Now, is that the clinical? Here's where Red was so transparently disingenuous. Competition anxiety is not the real definition of anxiety. Women who have competition anxiety, women who feel the need to compete for a man, that doesn't cause them to go to the doctor and say, you know what, doctor, I have competition anxiety. Oh, really? Tell me what's going on. Well, there's this hot guy and me and like 4 other girls are sleeping with him, but he's not committing to any one of us. And it just feels like I'm in competition with these other girls. I'm competing. I have competition anxiety. Well, in that case, Christina, let me write you out a prescription for Zoloft. No, that's not how it works. Just because it's called competition anxiety, just because that's what we call it, doesn't mean that's actually what it is, right? And it's funny because she only said inflicting anxiety. Nobody's inflicting anxiety. A man who exercises his options in such a way that lets another woman know that he has options, that causes competition anxiety. Listen, I can't help how you feel. I'm not going to try to dictate how you feel. That's just how this goes. Red's problem is that, again, she was using disingenuous language, inflicting anxiety. No, nobody's inflicting anxiety. Nobody, when a girl rejects a guy and he kicks her out and calls another girl, she's not at the doctor's office the next day getting a script for Cymbalta. Like, come on, like seriously, like, are we kidding with this? On women who don't want to have sex with them, right, are the same tactics used by e-parists to coerce and assault women. I'm sorry. So if Myron picks, so if a girl is at my house, I pick up the phone. She says she doesn't want to smash. Just, listen, humor me here. Let's just play this out. We're at my house, me and pick a girl. I don't know, Susie. Hey, Susie, let's get down. You know what? I'm not really into this. I like you, but I don't really like you like that. I want you to get to know me. Hey, no problem. I take out my phone. Hey, Lindsay, what's up, man? It's Donovan. Yeah, hey, listen, what are you up to? Lindsay, hang on a second. What's the problem? Well, why wouldn't I? I mean, you're well within your right to leave if you want. Well, sweetheart, this is my house. I can do whatever I want. Listen, I understand. You're more than welcome to leave, so go on and leave. Okay? Really? Okay. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to force you to do anything you don't want to do. Listen. Listen. If you don't want to smash, then it's cool. I'm not tripping. Listen, you're off the hook, right? Hey, Lindsay there? Yeah. No, I got a girl at my place. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Wait, what? All right. Listen, I'm going to the bullpen. Like, if you have to get up early, it's all okay. Hey, Linz? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's hook up tomorrow. Okay. All right. Now, if Susie then has sex with me, how is that sexual assault? How is that assault? How is that assault? That's not manipulation. That's not inflicting anxiety. That is simply me exercising options. I liked Susie. I thought Susie liked me like that. She told me that she didn't. No problem. I call Lindsay. All of a sudden, Susie gets turned on by the fact that I can just call up a woman and have her at my house if she decides not to have biblical relations with me. That's not manipulation. That's just me exercising options. Now, listen, a guy could just call a girl to try to make himself attractive, but even if that was his intent, it's still going to happen either way, right? Like, listen, let's not pretend that guy's calling another girl in front of another girl. The intent is to let her know, hey, listen, if it's not going to be you, it's going to be somebody else. If that's the intent, then that's the intent. That's not against the law. If you don't want to, someone else will. That's not manipulation. This is just me explaining to you in no uncertain terms that you're off the hook, baby girl. If you don't want to do this, it's all good, right? That's how this works. And again, just like Tricky Trini said, competition anxiety is not a clinical diagnosis. Dude, Tricky Trini's a freaking doctor. For this woman to characterize this manipulation and inflicting anxiety as something that women actually have to go to the doctor for, that's disingenuous. Now, later on in life, after having gotten ran through, yes, they do really have to go to the doctor and get prescribed anxiety and antidepressant meds, as 1 in 4 of them do over the age of 30. But there is no manipulation tactic going on. And the same, you want to know what tactics e-parists use? You know what they do? They force you against your will. That's what they do. E-parists aren't calling up other girls. An e-parist wouldn't tell you to leave. You want to know what an e-parist would do? Not this. An e-parist would force himself on that woman. Instead of telling her to leave, he would make it so that she doesn't leave. Monica knows this. And for her to pretend that she genuinely does not understand this, it is disingenuous at best, irresponsible at worst. That's all there is to it. Monica, you're a fucking idiot. Listen, Myron didn't say it, so I will. You are stupid. You are stupid. You are a pick a Miami adjustable 6 with a bunch of booty pics on Instagram who thinks she knows more than she does. It is what it is. I feel sorry for the man who actually puts a ring on your finger. What's that you say? You're not going to get married till you're 35? Thank God for that. Thank God for that. All right, that's the opening salvo. So shout out to Red. And listen, Myron said that he has no problem bringing her back. Listen, I respectfully disagreed. Women like her, what they want to do is they want to come on and argue in bad faith. Now, if Myron has her on again, I told him, I said, listen, if you have her on again, just make sure there is a camera on her and you at all times, because she could accuse you of anything. As a matter of fact, if I'm debating her, I'm wearing a body cam. That is the only way. That is the only way I would debate her again. She is debating in bad faith. She lost the argument. She was made to look like the idiot she is. So if she ever does come back, she's going to double down and try something stupid. And for her to go back and talk about manipulation and inflicting anxiety, she knows that is not what's happening. What Myron instructed, you want to know what this is? What Myron instructed men to do in that situation is literally the same thing as an Instagrammer, a YouTuber rather, who has a makeup channel saying, you know what? If the guys you're dating really aren't attracted to you, hey, check this out. I'm going to teach you how to put on this makeup. It's going to give you a little bit more flush. Myron can bring her back, but again, just make sure there's a camera on her at all times. Big thanks goes out to Double H for the $20 super chat. Says, after yesterday's 6-hour podcast, you'll need this one for the bruise. Real talk. Appreciate that. Daniel L says, get the yoga fire sound.
Yoga fire.
Already got that. Appreciate that. Some dumb guy. Welcome to Chat Privileges. Welcome to the TSR family. Theo Woff with the $100 super chat. Says, keep on preaching. Appreciate that very, very much. Lorenzo Rock says, tan lines. Dude, I am a sucker for tan lines. Face Facts, $5 says, I got to stop you. No means no once. She says no once, she's gone. If she changes her mind, she'll say you forced her. No second chances. Bye. No. Disagree. In-home cameras, technology, all that stuff, that is as cheap as it's ever been. It's as cheap as it's ever been. Listen, if she tells you no once, fine. And if you're at her place, if she tells you no, fine. Oh, no, wait, come on back. Okay, well, now you record the interaction. You don't even have to record video. You can, matter of fact, yeah, you can record video, right? If she's at your place, there's no, yeah, listen. And again, listen, I hear what you're saying, but let's not be extreme. Let's not be extreme with this. Now, if you don't have any cameras in your house, then yes, no once, she's gone. But again, if you're trying to get laid, but you want to mitigate your risk, install cameras with sound in your house. Do this. Dude, I recorded just about every one. Well, not every one. I think I've recorded, for the last 3 years, I probably recorded every one of my sexual encounters on video. Every single one of them. Dude, I had an insane security system. Recorded everything. And one girl actually tried to get me locked up on a false DV accusation. What saved me? I recorded the interaction. So listen, as long as you're responsible, guys, listen, we know what girls are capable of doing. We know they lie all the time about this stuff. We know this. This is not underground. Like, this is mainstream knowledge. So it would be incumbent upon you to make sure you have some sort of recording advice. Dude, wear a body cam. Well, I don't want to have to wear a body cam. That's too extreme. Okay, no problem. If you don't want to take the measures necessary to protect yourself in those situations, then fine. Don't get into those situations. You know, I mean, I can't blame you. Oh my God, I want to wear a body cam. Guys, this is the day we live in, man. This is who we live in. King Life says, I think I got it. Red is mad because if she tried to do that to Myron, she would get it on with Myron because she feels she has lost the game if he calls another girl over. We're right. And that's why she called it manipulative. Oh my God, it's manipulative. No, the reason you're calling it manipulative is because you know that you would find that attractive if you didn't know what he was really doing. It's the same way when we see a girl in ass-lifting jeans, we're like, wow, and then she takes off her, ooh, wow, you're manipulative. It's the same thing. I don't know, I guess that would give me anxiety, right? Never trust a big butt and a smile, all right? Shout out to my Sharpe streamers, Dre Raven, Geeky Anomaly, Hell Fong, David, 61, Malik D, Sirius, Slapduck, Cigar Man, CMAC 11, and Danny DBC. I will be doing a Temptation Island breakdown tonight. I was going to do it last night, but then there was the 6-hour live stream I did. So clearly, I was not going to be able to do that. So James Martinez says, sad it's gotten to the point to where you have to record your interactions with women in your own home. Yeah, dude, bitches lie. You guys saw the Karen. Listen, you guys saw the Karen video yesterday. This woman swung. She tried to put hands on the black woman and then called the cops and said that the black woman was threatening her. This is how this is. That's how this is. This is how this is. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to break down a Kevin Samuels video. So Kevin had his live stream last night, and the question was, are modern women worth it? And in his opening monologue, see if I can find it here. In his opening monologue, what he did is he described what he called a Sierra. And it was let me look here. A Sierra was actually an acronym for, pardon me, it was for, wait a minute, hang on a second. I thought I had it. It was for caring, interested. Hang on a second. I forgot what it was, but he'll say it on the he'll say it during the bar. I forgot what I had it written down, but yeah. So what he was asking women is, are you a Sierra? Are modern women worth it? Now, there were a couple of women that called who are just absolute train wrecks. But it's funny because they don't really let on that they're train wrecks until Kevin starts to get it out of them. So when we hear an answer from a woman that leads us to believe that this might not go well, we're going to hear this sound. Very, very faint, loud enough so that we can hear it. You guys can hear that, right? Right? And if she manages to sort of talk her way out of it, no problem. But if she mentions something else again, maybe something that's a red flag. Okay, I weigh 120 pounds. I'm 25 years old. How many kids do you have? 4. That's how the game works. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do from now on. When we feel that women start telling on themselves and when we sense things might go sideways, that's what we are going to hear. So without further ado, buckle up.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Jesus Christ. Devin, I know we can barely hear that sound effect. That is the point. Thank you.
I can. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
All right. So,
20.
Are
Okay, she's 25. Okay, so far so
you
good.
worth it?
Are you
Are
worth
you a
it?
Sierra?
Are you a Sierra? This beat,
I'm trying-
automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. That was her best track, by the way.
to be,
Uh-huh.
but I have traits that
Uh-oh.
getting in the way.
Oh,
That I love.
traits getting in the way.
Such as?
Such as what?
Traits from a single parent or a mom. My mom
Mm-mm.
didn't teach me femininity, and how to go about a relationship.
Stop the cap.
Okay, so here we go. So already she's blaming her single mother for the fact that she doesn't know how to be in a relationship. Guys, it's okay. It's okay to admit that because your parents were imperfect, they influenced you to some degree, right? Everyone here watching knows that I have an extensive criminal record. In case you don't know, there are channels you can go to. They have it all up there. It's all in detailed. I'm a 4-time convicted felon. I've been arrested over 24 times. I also have a bunch of misdemeanors that I've been convicted of, right? Now, my felonies are all violent felonies. And that is because of my lack of emotional control. I fly off the handle, right? Now, the reason I fly off the handle is because I have a temper problem, okay? Intermittent explosive disorder, IED. That is a diagnosis. I was diagnosed with that back in 2016, the year I moved to Reno and went and saw a therapist, right? Well, the long and the short of it is that I was raised by basically a single mother. My father was very weak. He was incapable. He was there, but he was not involved. He stayed in his room and, watched cartoons all day, literally. That's really all he did. And he listened to Elton John. I guess that's why they call that the blues. I know a lot of those songs. Anyway, so because a woman was a dominant role in my life, I didn't have a positive male role model. So when my mother was met with adversity or something that she couldn't handle, she would do what women do, become emotional. That's not wrong of my mother. She's a woman. You don't expect a woman to act like a man in those situations. However, as a boy growing up, raised by a woman who was the dominant parent in my life, these are the personality traits, or these are the traits that I saw that were going on. Now, as I say all the time, we are all born with the inherent understanding of the difference between right and wrong. And this is exactly why what you do, the choices you make, are 100% your responsibility. However, It doesn't make you a bad person or a sellout to acknowledge, hey, you know what? My upbringing, yeah, okay. I made my choices, but, listen, my upbringing did influence me to some degree, but in the end, I made the choices, right? This is why after the Minneapolis situation, everything went all up in a heap, right? Black people act emotionally. When the shit hits the fan, black people act emotionally. The reason why black people act emotionally is because most black people are raised by black women. Black women are emotional. And when you have emotional people raising an entire race, when something happens involving that race, they react emotionally. The black community is run by black women, and so it stands to reason that when something happens, black people react emotionally. That's how this goes. That being said, looting and breaking into places, that's personal responsibility. Clearly, this woman has made bad choices in her life, but she's sitting here blaming her mother. Oh, yeah, I'm raised by a single mother, so that absolves me. Yeah, I don't think so.
And I'm trying to figure it out on my own. But sometimes when I get, what's the word? Sometimes I get sidetracked and my old traits come back and it starts to...
Old traits come? Well, yeah, what old traits?
Your old traits.
Just like you say, like kind of masculine traits, like not...
Well, there we go. There we go. She's already out. Game over. Game over. She's a pretty girl, right? She's not a bad-looking girl. But as we all know, it doesn't matter how good she looks. A woman who acts masculine is simply not attractive. That's just all there is to it, man. So, back to her old traits. I act masculine. She's not telling the whole truth. When she says back to her old traits, I think her old traits have to do with 304 tendencies.
Not listening.
Yep.
Getting
How
angry.
long have you been in a relationship?
Uh-oh.
For 2 years now.
Okay, 2 years.
I don't understand how y'all are in these long relationships and y'all got all these problems.
Is that a long relationship?
Uh-oh.
Are you effing
Not
kidding
a
me?
lot.
It's over 10% of your life.
Woo!
Black people. Black women in particular.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Listen well. Y'all's getting in these relationships that are multiple years and act like it's no big deal. You should be with anybody over 6 months if you're not going to be with them.
See, this is what Kevin calls dating with intent. And he's about to tell her, hey, and he tells women this all the time. And this goes for every race of woman. Ladies, date with intention. You want to know why ladies don't? You want to know why women, regardless of race, you want to know why they don't date with intention? You want to know why they don't date with intention? Because they're young. They're young. And because our culture tells them that they have all the time in the world, they prioritize physical genes rather than resourceful genes. This is why they sleep with the bad boy alpha Tyrones and Chads until they're 30, 31, 35 years old, and then decide to settle down. At that point, now resourceful genes are attractive. Well, because they have to be. There was one law, I think it's law number 41 of the 49 laws of Sharpe. If you were to give women 100 years of peak prime fertility and attractiveness, if you were to give a woman 100 years of looking, sounding, feeling like she's 23 years old, 100 years, she would spend 99 hours, she would spend 99 years, 23 hours, and 59 minutes on the carousel and say, well, even when the clock strikes 12, I won't look too much worse. Unfortunately for women, they never, ever get this. It doesn't matter, guys. And it's funny. Guys always say, if women really knew, they don't know. If women were at their peak fertility for a millennium, guess what? They would still spend 99.5% of the time on the meat merry-go-round. And the reason for this is what I always say, is when left to their own devices, women are destructive to themselves. A woman's brain, a woman's default setting is self-destruction. This is why women who are single, who do not have the guidance and leadership of a strong man, this is why she smokes. This is why she drinks. This is why she sleeps around. These are all self-destructive tendencies. This is why women need to get married young, guys. Ladies, if you're young and pretty, listen, man, if you're young and pretty, get off the meat merry-go-round and lock down a high-value guy. Because I'm here to tell you, you do not want the innocence stripped out of you. Listen, there are actually, believe it or not, there are actually some very naive 42-year-old women out here. Believe it or not. You want to know why she's naive? Because that 42-year-old woman, she's been married for 22 years. You see, she met her 35-year-old husband when she was 20 and a virgin. She has no idea what it's like to be scorned. She has no idea what it's like to be battle-hardened. She has no idea. The stuff that she reads and sees on the internet, these are, wait a minute, what? How can you have multiple children by multiple, wait a minute, that's not possible. There's no way this is happening. She can't begin to imagine that because at 20 years old, she made the correct decision to lock down a high-value man who knew what the hell he was doing. So she knows nothing of the perils of sleeping around. That's why the 42-year-old mother of 4 is still the happy-go-lucky person she was back when she was 22. She's never grown up, nor should she.
I don't understand why so many of our women just think, it's not a big deal. You wasted 2 years talking about traits. When I'm going to ask you, the next question I'm going to ask you is why haven't you married him if you've been in a relationship that long? That's the next question.
Look at her thinking.
And then you're going to tell me what?
It's not up to me.
There it is.
I propose.
No, you haven't married him. Do you want to be married?
Yes.
Nope.
Did you go into this relationship dating with the intention of being married?
Nope. Nope.
There we go. There it is.
That's why you're not married, and that's why you wasted 2 years with no ring.
Yep.
And you won't leave it.
Yep.
You ladies decide to try to make relationships that were not intentional work.
Dude, this is funny. This is what I love about Kevin. I love it. I love it when this dude, I like when he will fry a bitch. And he will sit there, he'll be like, you are average at best. And he will sit there and look at the camera. He will look at the camera. He knows he's looking at her. Kevin does not get awkward. He does not find those. Kevin revels in those awkward silences. You want to know why he revels in those awkward silences? Is because that silence is confirmation. That is confirmation. Those silences are confirmation. It literally lets him know, yep, I hit the bullseye again. So he sits there and stares at the camera for as long as he needs to. So when she got into this relationship, she did not date with intent. Psh, surprise, surprise.
How old is this person?
24.
He's a year younger. Get it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, boy. Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? He's 24 years old. He can't have a wife anyway.
My question is this. Well, actually, I don't know. Did she say how old she was? I don't know if she said she was 24 years old or not. Is she? I don't know. You know what? I can't remember if she was the same age.
Why are you dating somebody younger than you did?
Oh, okay. So I guess she is older.
You want to get married? That's a fair question.
That's a fair question.
Just a year younger.
Just a
year younger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I love his mindset, and I feel like he has a lot of potential. I know you say potential.
Oh, boy. I love his mindset, and he has a lot of potential. Yay.
Potential is...
Listen. Let's hear her out.
It's stupid.
Yep.
Look. I love how he just looks at her. Yep, stupid.
2 years, 24, potential. you're moving in opposition to nature.
Right. So here's the deal. So this girl, I would assume, is in her mid-20s, 25, 26 years old, right? So she is with this guy who is 24 because she sees potential. Now, listen, as far as I'm concerned, now see, this is why Kevin is good. This is why Kevin does what he does. Because something about her told him that she probably wasn't being honest about some part of the situation. Because from where I'm sitting, this actually sounds like a pretty decent situation. We always have guys complaining, well, girls just stand around at the finish line and fuck the winners, right? In other words, girls don't take a chance on someone they feel who has potential. Like Mexican Barbie on the Fresh and Fit podcast a couple of nights ago. Okay, so she's 25. Dev told me she's 25, right? She said, look, man, she's like, listen, I'm not going to date a bum, but the guy that I'm with, he's going to be somebody. He is going to make it. Right? Like, it's not like she was just, well, I just love him for him. No. That is called dating with intent. Mexican Barbie is dating with intent. Women don't date with intent because they feel like they have time. Theo Woff says potential equals he's a broke Tyrone. Right. But see again, this is why Kevin's the godfather, because and as of right now, I'm thinking, okay, so she was raised by a single mother. She has masculine traits, but she's decent looking, and she has what she describes as a guy with potential. So what could be wrong with that? Let's find out.
You should be dealing with a man that's older than you.
There you go. That's another reason. Because a 24-year-old man does not have the couth. He doesn't have the experience to lead a 25-year-old woman. Hell, dude, most 35-year-old men in this part of the world don't have most 35-year-old, they don't have the experience to lead a 25-year-old woman. Like, dude, listen, man, I'm 43 years old, man. I'll be 44 here in a few weeks. And I've just now figured it out, right? What's this 24-year-old kid? What does he know about leading in a relationship? And so that is exactly why she gets into her masculine. This is why her old traits come out, because she's with a kid. He's 24 years old. Like, I understand her trying to bet on the guy's potential, but you need to also find a leader. If you can't get with a man that you can respect, meaning that he knows how to handle you, then what difference does it make one way or the other?
How much older?
Uh-oh.
Nope. Older, for sure.
Uh-oh.
But see, when I said, why are you dealing with somebody younger, you said, he said, you're younger, it doesn't matter to me, so you're an adult. See, that's the beautiful thing about this country.
Uh-oh.
You're free to fail. You're under nobody. Black women are under nobody's structure or discipline.
No, they are not.
And this is what happens when you have freedom.
Boom.
You're free to fail.
There it is.
See, this is what the women of the past fought for. You didn't want to be up under a man's rule.
No, you did not.
Under a man's structure.
Listen, they wanted freedom. They wanted equality. They got it.
Sure. So now you can get out here if you want to.
See, this is the thing. Feminism was like, oh, we're being oppressed, blah, 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 blah. Dude, women have never been more oppressed than they've ever been in human history. Women oppress themselves, man. Like, women are miserable. They're sad. They're angry. They're confused. Just ask Red. Dude, she's sad, angry, and confused. That's why she keeps taking ass pictures of herself on yachts in Miami. You think she's the one renting those yachts in Miami? Of course not. Of course not. She, like most other Miami hoes, she's getting passed around by all these yacht club owners, by all these yacht guys. They're all Eskimo brothers, pounding her into submission. That's why she thinks her shit doesn't stink. Because she's got guys with yachts who want to put a banana in the tailpipe and butt fuck her. All right, listen, that's all well and good, but what happens when you're 34, right? No. Giving women this false freedom has made them prisoners in their own culture.
Date an old man? Fine. You want to date a young man? Fine. You want to date a loser? Fine. You want to date a fine. You can but you got to deal with the choices.
That's right. That's right.
And you're dealing with a dude 24 years old.
24 years old.
There is no potential after 2 years. It's either happened or not.
I wonder what he does for a living.
And the fact of the matter is, you probably just like the sex.
Ooh.
Yep.
And now you're hooked into the guy. And your oxytocin levels have bonded you to him. And now you've got a dead-end relationship.
Yep.
That's it. Listen, such is the life. Such is the dating arc of the typical American woman. Such as the dating life. I wasted 7 years of my life with this guy, bitch. You knew that dude wasn't going nowhere, right? He dicked you down. That's why you wasted 7 years of your life. He cheated on me and he wasn't shit and he lived with his parents and this and that and the other. Yeah, but you stayed with him for 7 years, right? See, that's what these girls don't tell you. Every girl tells you, my ex-boyfriend was a cheater. He was Evisiba spelled backwards. He gambled. He had a cocaine addiction. He used to fuck hookers while spending all of our money while Isubaing me. Yeah, but what she left out is that she stuck. Well, why did you stick around for 7 years? She's not going to tell you this. Well, because he's 6'3", and he used to dick her down. He used to bottom her out.
And then
look at her. Look, the silence is the confirmation. She's not arguing at all because he is spot on with this.
Get married. You gonna take that out onto the marketplace?
Nope.
To a guy who's worth it?
Nope.
Not gonna deal with you.
Nope.
Guys who want a wife are looking for women who are already looking to be a wife.
Yep.
And have done the work to be a wife.
Yep.
And she hadn't done the work. She has not done the work.
That's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
You're young, you couldn't know what you don't know, but your mother, black women don't get taught to value relationships.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
What is a husband supposed to do?
That's a big problem, man.
Provide.
Right.
How can a 24-year-old provide for you?
Here come the... Oh, well, what does he do for a living?
I'm
I
waiting.
feel like he does now.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. She feels like he does now. So the reason why Kevin... The reason why Kevin has bristled at the notion, just watch his body language. I feel like he does not watch.
I'm
I
waiting.
feel like he does now.
I feel like he does now. Kevin's like, wait, what? Hold up. All right. Right. Kevin's like, okay, 24 years old. Okay, all right. Kevin, the look on Kevin's face is, all right, okay. I don't believe her, but just in case I'm wrong, I'll humor her, right?
What does he do for a living?
There it is.
He's an electrical engineer.
Wow.
How long has he been an engineer?
I think since he was 20.
An electrical engineer. So let me quickly look up the salary of an electrical engineer. So an electrical engineer salary starting at $59,000 to $100,000 per year, 46 to 200K. Electrical engineers make on average about $77,089. $77,089. That is the average salary of an electrical engineer. So far, so good, right?
No, ma'am.
So about 40.
Oh.
No, he graduated with a degree in electrical engineering.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
From where?
That I don't know. But
Stop the cap.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're trying to tell me that a man graduated with a degree in electrical engineering at the age of 20.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
No, ma'am.
No, I know he graduated.
No, ma'am.
Well,
no,
he's
ma'am.
well.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Engineering?
Kevin's not letting this go. He's not going to let it go. Look at the look on her face. Look at the look on her face. She knows she's caught. Double H on the Sharpe stream side says,
Nope.
unless he started college at 16, he ain't no electrical engineer. Yeah, it takes 4 years to get a degree in electrical engineer. So yes, unless he started college at 16, Dre Raven on the Sharpe stream side says, did you see her look up and to the left? Yes. And right now, she looks like she just got her hand caught in the cookie jar. Devin says that he is an apprentice electrician. Okay, maybe. Let's try that.
It's a 4-year degree, 5 years for most people.
Well, he had an
Stop the cap.
internship.
Wait,
I
he
know
what?
graduated.
No, ma'am.
Well,
no,
he's
ma'am.
well.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Engineering is a 4-year degree, 5 years for most people.
Well, he had an
Yep.
internship,
Oh, an internship.
No.
and from that internship, he got into that job.
Stop the cap.
No.
Where did he go to college?
I don't know the details of that.
Where did he go to college? I don't know the details of that. Sweetheart, you've been with this nigga for 2 years. You live with this dude, and you don't know where he went to college? He doesn't have his college degree on the wall? Because a degree in electrical engineering, that is really tough. Listen, JB84 is in the chat trying to help this dude out. He's trying to help this dude out. Robert Dalton says he's an apprentice. He went to trade school. She says he's been okay, so, but if he went to trade school, she would just say that. If Kevin asked her, hey, where did he graduate from? She'd be like, well, he didn't graduate. Listen. She says he's still an intern, but he's providing. All right, well, where did he go to school? If he has an internship, then he has a degree. That's what this is. You mean to tell me, and again, if he went to trade school and Kevin asks her, well, where did he get his degree from? Well, no, he doesn't have a degree. He went to trade school. She's not saying that. She's not saying that. Instead, she looks like she is trying to cover this up. Guys, look, man, check this out. Check this out. This girl made a bad decision. This dude isn't an electrical engineer. This dude works at Burger King. He's got 7 baby mamas, and he dicks her down like a P-star. That's why she's with him. That's the only reason why a 25-year-old woman in this day and age would get with a 24-year-old man, is if he pipes her down. That's it. There is no way on God's green earth that she is going to try to convince me that he is an electrical engineer at 24 years old for the last 4 years. Miss me with that bullshit.
What the French toast are you talking about? You've been with this man for 2 years and you didn't know where he goes to school, but
right. Listen, you guys have all the stats in there. Guys, she would be giving answers. He asked her where she went to school. She says she doesn't know. If he went to trade school, then she would tell him he went to trade school. Right? Robert Dalton says, I'm going to Lincoln Tech now. She's trying to up his value. Electrician would make more sense. Trade school and then doing an apprenticeship with a journeyman. Now that I'll agree with. Maybe he is an electrician, but what she's trying to do, she is trying to increase. Well, he's an electrician, an electrical engineer. An electrical engineer sounds much better than an electrician. Like, sisters, why do we got like honestly, man? Seriously. Like, what does your man do for a living? He is a current events engineer, so he's a paper boy. Is that what that is? There's no need to embellish here. At any rate, listen. Maybe he is an electrician. I doubt it, because she still can't tell Kevin where this dude went to school.
Tell me he can provide.
Uh-huh.
This sounds stupid now. This sounds crazy.
Yep.
You said he can provide because he's an electrical engineer. All right, and I'm just asking you where he went to school, and you've been sleeping with this man for 2 years and don't know where he went to school.
Stop the
Because I
cap.
asked you and how we got here is I said, what is a husband supposed to do?
Provide. That's right.
Y'all don't even go get the basic goddamn information about a man's ability to provide. Meaning, who are you? Where'd you go to school? Your job? What do you plan on doing? Income, provision. You just like his swag.
Ooh.
And the sex is right.
So
you'll make the rest of the shit make sense.
There it is.
This ain't your mother's fault. This is on you right now. You're 25.
Damn.
Let's back it back. Do you not think it's important that you don't know these things?
Uh-huh.
It is important.
Why haven't you asked?
Here's a thought. Maybe she's lying, Kevin. Listen, Kevin, this is what I love, Kevin. This is what I love when he does. He's not telling her you're lying. No, He allows his audience to draw the conclusion based strictly on what she's saying. This is the genius of Kevin Samuels. Yes, a janitor is a hygiene technician. A janitor is also an environmental engineer. Yeah, exactly. A housewife is a domestic engineer. Right. Exactly.
But why haven't you asked?
Because she knows the answer, Kevin.
Because it don't make a goddamn difference one way or another. She's going to stay with it.
That's right.
Why.
That's right.
Yep.
You get what you deserve.
Damn. God damn.
We got our young ladies out here just picking dudes based upon the way they coochie tingle.
Oops.
I'm
Yep.
tired of hearing our women sit online talking
it is.
about wop. Y'all are so coochie focused. You're no earthly goddamn good. Y'all are led more by your vagina than you say men are led by their penis.
See, now Kevin is pissed. You want to know why Kevin's pissed? You want to know why Kevin's pissed off? Because he knows and understands that this is the typical cycle of this is not even, well, I guess this is the typical cycle for American women. Dude, that girl's a pretty girl, man. She's 25 years old. Dude, honestly, she should be married and have 2 kids by now. She should be married and have 2 children by now. Instead, she shacked up with this nigga. Probably has a couple of baby mamas. I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised Kevin. Actually, Kevin, it probably didn't even matter by then. Probably didn't even matter by then. Unbelievable.
Modern women, I don't think that it's no modern woman today that's really worth it. Because of what we've been taught off, you know? Like, I really don't think that is nice.
This one. Oh, by the way, guys, we are going to open up the phone lines. We're going to open up the phone lines a little bit later. We are going to open up the phone lines.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, she is.
Okay. Well, that's kind of sad. I mean, okay.
Wait.
Women, I don't think that it's no modern woman today that's really worth it. Because
Let me read out these. Sorry about that. Ooh, sorry about that. JB84. I'm sorry. Jose Torres, $5. Says freedom of choice more often than not can be the problem and or the solution in the majority of people's lives. I agree with that 100%. Dr. B84, most dudes, $5 says most dudes aren't even thinking about marriage at 24. Most of them barely have their lives set in place to even consider an LTR, let alone marriage. Real talk. Face facts, $5. These women don't want a leader. They want someone they can control. The government and the divorce package are their safety net. And I'm extremely glad. Listen, I got to give face facts Don DeMarco because he clearly knows the difference between there, and there. Kyle Harold, $5, says, I'm a union electrician. Base pay in Ohio for Cleveland local is $38,000 to $80,000. Okay, all right. Captain Cisco from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, $5, says, these women be lying. All the women on the show make 6 figures. Right, exactly. Dr. B84 says, a P-star is an anatomical engineer.
Yep.
Okay. Janik says, I'm an amateur gynecologist myself. I am not. Actually, I am I am not. No, like, miss me with that kind of stuff. Let's continue.
what we've been taught off, you know? Like, I really don't think that is nice.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
She said, yes.
Okay. Well, that's
That sounds like a situationship. Yes. Yeah, he's fucking me, so yeah, okay, yeah, we're in a relationship.
kind of sad. I mean, okay. So what do you? Let's just go with it. If that's the case, then what are you gonna do? If you want to be in a relationship.
I guess it's no modern woman that's really.
I get. God. Oh, wow. This chick, no offense, but she looks like a ratchet. She looks ratchet.
I get what you.
New York's Ninth Wonder says a stripper is a kinesiologist, a kinesiology specialist. Yes. Janik says Donovan is a Crimson Capsule pharmaceutical engineer. Absolutely, I put that on my resume.
Saying you weren't taught.
See, listen. Do you guys notice? Do you guys notice the recurring theme? All these bitches are on here talking about, well, nobody taught me. Woe is me. Nobody taught me. I was raised by a single mom. Nobody taught me. Like, when are these women going to start taking accountability? Right? When are they going to start taking accountability? Unbelievable.
But now you're here.
Yep.
And if you want a relationship, what are you going to do?
She has to become a Sierra.
Try my best to
Become
do
a Sierra.
whatever I guess the man really wants or what he's into.
Yeah, Charles Merchant says that she's smoking a blunt. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
No.
Wow. Okay, so she.
This is where it's going to be incumbent upon you ladies to get active. Your plan sounds to me like a lot of women's plan. When a man comes and tells me what to do, then I'll do it. No.
Yeah.
Right.
If you weren't
There you go.
taught,
See that?
I get it. A lot of us weren't taught, but a lot of black men weren't taught how to be men, but we couldn't just sit there and say, well, somebody come teach us.
Yeah, right.
You got to go do something.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think she is smoking a blunt. Like she looks like she's high.
Because we attract what we are, so you can't wait for someone to come.
Now, when Kevin says we attract what we are, a lot of people, namely women, tend to misrepresent that. And I honestly think that this is not intentional. So modern women like to say what Kevin just said. Listen, become who you attract who you are. Attract who you want to date. Become the person you want to date. Well, there is a difference, right? If you want a masculine man who's about his shit, that doesn't mean become a masculine woman who's about her shit. No, it means the opposite. If you want a masculine man who is dominant and has a plan, if you want a masculine man who is a dominant leader, then you need to be a feminine woman who is submissive and a follower. You guys follow me? If you want a masculine man who has a plan and knows what he wants, you need to be a feminine female who will support his plan and do what he wants. A lot of women think, well, listen, you attract what you are. That's what Kevin says. But what you have to understand is that you have to kind of put a mirror up to it. This is yin and yang. You attract what you are. With women, it's the opposite. If women are masculine, women attract feminine men. Feminine women attract masculine men. The equivalent of masculinity, the dichotomous equivalent is femininity. It's yin and yang. Men and women have to understand that.
Give you direction.
See? Kevin said to give you direction. This means what? She needs to be able to take direction. I think Kevin is overestimating this woman's intelligence level.
Again.
I have a 1-year-old.
Oh, geez.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wait. Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah.
Because we attract what we are, so you can't wait for someone to come give you direction.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
I have a 1-year-old.
Oh, boy. She has a 1-year-old. So she's already out of it. This woman has a 1-year-old child. Ay, ay, ay. 1-year-old child.
Oh, geez.
Oh, boy. Geez. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Why?
Here we go. Oh, my God. Dude.
Why do you have a 1-year-old?
And it's crazy because now that you say why, it's like now that I think of it now. Like,
oh, now you think it. Oh,
my mother always asks me, like, she.
Where's his father?
Uh-oh.
How?
Where's his father?
I'm with him. I'm still with him. That's who I really want to be with. I don't feel like it's.
Wait.
Okay.
That's who I really want to be with. Didn't she say that? She was in a relationship, right? Are you in a relationship? Yes. His father is who I really want to be with. So either she's in a relationship and cheating on her boyfriend with the baby daddy, which is typical, or she just lied.
How long y'all been together?
2 years.
Why aren't y'all married?
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That's what I always wanted. And I still
I get that's what you always wanted, but why aren't you married before you had a baby?
Marry before you carry, girl.
See?
Because I didn't know. I don't.
Yeah, you know how to use condoms, man.
I didn't know. Are you kidding me with this?
Ma'am, you know birth control.
Yeah.
You serious?
BGS, I'm gonna take the video. I had a woman on my show the other day who told the truth. The woman who had 3 children and messed around and asked the dude, do you want to get married or do you want to have a kid first? And he chose the kid. Unfortunately, so many modern black women are living lives like a village wife. Getting married is more of a big deal to y'all than making babies.
Real talk. Yeah, she's hot. You can tell she's hot.
With him? Excuse me?
I said that's something that I never knew.
Something you never knew? What? What are you talking about?
That you should be married before you have a baby?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yo.
That just, like,
Did you go to high school?
Yes.
What state do you live in?
Oops.
New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey.
Ma'am, I gotta be honest. You knew that you should have.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, I heard about marriage, but I didn't know, like, you know, that
No,
people
I
have to
didn't
have,
know.
like, to have a child to really be like into, like, I didn't, you know, really.
Okay. Does your mother have any sisters?
Uh-oh.
I want to have 7 sisters.
God
How many
damn.
brothers?
Oh my God.
2.
Dude.
1 now.
Do you guys hear what I heard? Do you guys hear what I heard? Listen closely.
Does your mother have any sisters?
Listen.
I want to have 7 sisters.
How many brothers?
Oh my God, dude. So so now we know that like most women in her situation, apparently she's not aware of 9-volt batteries. I cannot stand it when I'm talking to someone and I can hear their smoke detector beeper going off because they need to change the battery. Ay, ay, ay.
2. 1 now.
How many of your aunts are married? None?
Yep. None. Yep.
So you come from a line of your mother plus 7 sisters, 8 unmarried women. And do they all have children?
Yep.
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 There's the village wife people. So the people who may have thought I was being mean, it's because I can tell.
Oh, did I turn it down? Oops, my bad.
Because you got an aunt and a mom and a village that's going to help you with these kids.
Ay, ay,
No,
ay.
but now
No, ain't nobody helping her with them kids.
that I see, like, my sister, I feel like she had helped me. I don't feel like I had help at all. Like,
Okay, whether
my son-
whether you had help or not, ma'am, I'm saying you got 8 women with no husbands and a bunch of kids.
Right.
That's the premise.
Ay, ay, ay.
Mm-hmm.
What does your child's father do for a living?
Uh-oh.
Engineer.
He's a what?
How old is he?
Oh, my God. Dude, all these bitches talking about their boyfriends are engineers.
37.
37.
Where did he go to school?
Uh-oh.
I don't know really.
Here we go. This is the second straight woman who claimed that her boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, was an engineer. Did he go to school?
Yep.
Where did he go to school? Where did he go to school? What are we doing? Like, dude, like, we understand.
But I know he was in the army.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. See, now Kevin, see? Kevin's pissed. The reason Kevin is pissed is because he sees this stuff all the time. Like, it's, you know what? This is, look at Kevin. It is starting to get to him. It really is starting to get to him. Kevin has dedicated his life to helping the black community, man, and it just doesn't seem to be working at all. Ay, ay, ay. Dude, he looks like he wants to bite his hand off.
37 years old, and he's an engineer.
Oh boy.
What kind of engineer?
Oh God.
A music, music engineer.
Oh my God. He's a He's a musical engineer. Dude, look, hold up. I got to get this screen cap. I got to get the screenshot. Because Kevin, at this point, man, hold up. I got to blow this up. Because at this point, Kevin is like, dude, I've had it. Kevin's had it. He has reached the limit. Look. Like, Kevin is truly saying, he's like, dude, I don't know what to do anymore. Oh my God, look at him. Lord, give me strength.
Okay, man, when people say engineer, they usually talk about a technical profession, not a musician.
Yeah.
He's an engineer, musical engineer. Yes. Is the street level drug dealer considered the neighborhood pharmacist? Absolutely. Absolutely.
He do a lot of stuff. He just
Yeah. He's a SoundCloud
he was in the
dude.
army before. Like
Yeah.
do like
Did you graduate from high school?
He do a lot of stuff. He just he was in the army before. All that. Like he do like.
Did you graduate from high school?
You said again?
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
Do you have your GED?
Did I get my GED? No.
Oh boy. This is hopeless, guys. This is hopeless. So she's a woman. Don't know how old she is. She has a baby with a 37-year-old SoundCloud DJ, and she doesn't even have a high school education. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, I don't know what to say.
I'm in classes now as we speak.
I'm sure you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't make any more babies.
I know that.
No. Well, I'm going to reiterate. But I'm going to reiterate it. You need to. You're in a very precarious position, coming from a line of women who did not value marriage and just had babies.
Dude, this is insane.
You didn't graduate high school.
Nope.
So you have minimum wage skills.
Yep.
You're an unskilled laborer mother.
Oh my God.
Yep.
And you have minimum wage skills.
And
Man.
dealing with the man who you say is 37 years old and military.
Oh, Jesus.
From the military, but he's a music engineer. If I believe any of this, at 37 years old and you're 22,
oh boy.
why aren't you married? It's because he doesn't want to marry you.
Yep.
Do you guys even live together?
Nope.
Yes, we live together.
Okay.
Stop the cap.
I don't know, man. All right. I'm not going to do this.
Oh, and there's another, and yet another beep letting her know that she needs to. So I'm going to give you guys a quick update. Apparently Red is still talking shit. She's still chirping. She's still chirping. And so I'm going to give you guys an update on that. Knees Duts 312 says, "What's up, D Damage? AJ in San Antonio. Been a while. Both these females were ratchet and underscore a big problem with B-dubs. They look down on blue collar work." Yeah, kind of like Michaela Pink, who's behind bars now. Bet you wish she had a blue collar man now, right? Caprice, $10 super tech, says, "I'm an electrical apprentice. We have guys who've switched over from electrical engineering because commercial journeyman electricians, $120K, make more. Couldn't get in the chat earlier because I'm at work." Okay. But she couldn't tell, listen, yeah. She couldn't tell Kevin where the dude went to school. So there's that. House of Masculinity, $5. Seven Sisters, 7 Deadly Sins. Absolutely. Capalicious says, "These sound effects are killing me, brother."
Yep.
Cody Marshall, welcome to Chat Privileges. Welcome to the TSR family. Appreciate that. Lord Sinister, $5 says, "I wish I could Kevin all my strength because I could never do it, dude." I couldn't do it either. Still I Rise, $2 says, "My IQ is sinking listening to her." Andres Machete, $3 says, "The look, wavering hope. You hate to see it." MT Friesen, $3 says, 37 years old, 3-strike struggle rapper. Yep. Dark Knight, $5 says, "Man, Kevin is out here doing God's work. These broads and their kids are the ones ruining the black community." Been saying it for years, man. Been saying it for years. Okay, so it looks like Monica is at it again here. Looks like she posted a couple of things on her Instagram story. I think maybe she has turned off her comments. So she's turned off her comments. So now it's just a one-sided conversation happening between Says, since it got taken down, this is how this podcast's rhetoric enables e-party behavior. Hey, Insta, stop taking down, wait a minute, woman's post speaking up against V in her DMs, take down their pages instead. See, this is what they do. They never want to debate the facts. They want to get people taken down and canceled. Tons of these in my DMs. Now, see, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This dude down here, guys, come on. Like, dude, see, these kind of guys right here, they don't speak for us. They don't speak for us. This guy right here on the bottom, that's guys like this only disingenuously confirm what these girls are talking about. Right? Listen, she wanted the attention and she got it, but that's not the way to do it. Then, looks like she put something else on her story. She says, this podcast claims they don't hate women. This is funny because when she was there, she's like, I'm not saying you hate women, but now that she's not in their, you know what, it's funny. Now that she's not in their presence anymore, because yes, well, I'm not saying that you hate women. I'm saying that that's what your content says. So now that she's a fucking coward. She's a coward and she's an idiot. I don't think she has any intelligence. She's not a good debater because none of her points are rooted in fact. They're just rooted in feelings, and she has very selective hearing, and she literally disregards the facts. So whatever. This podcast claims they don't hate women because they invite them on the podcast, yet it's just to berate them, listen only to respond, and read show disgusting insults their followers write about us throughout the live stream. Sweetheart, you've watched this podcast before. You did your research. If you couldn't stand the heat, sweetheart, stay the fuck out of the kitchen. This podcast disgusting rhetoric seems like a safe haven for misogynistic men who are hurt because they're having a hard time attracting women. Here we go with the ad hominem attacks. You live in your mom's basement, you have a 2-inch sausage, blah, 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 blah. They were so pressed I had backbone, they turned to saying I sound stupid, and the producer even personally insulted me in the elevator on the way out. That's why you're single. Like, if that's a bad thing. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see this? She actually believes that being single at her age she thinks it's a good thing. Yeah, Lara Signal 94 says they're trolls. Yeah, she knows they're trolls. She's just only using those guys. She's using those guys as an example. As if that's a bad thing. Yeah, bitch, it is a bad thing. Getting passed around. Unbelievable. If I had to be single for the rest of my life to ensure no woman has to come across a man like you, Aaron, I'd gladly do it. Well, sweetheart, listen, it looks like that's where you're headed. Let's actually take a look at her Instagram. So since she wants to be cute, she wants to insult people. Because she wants to insult people, let's take a look at her IG. Let's take a look at her Instagram. Let's go ahead and dissect this, right? Because what this comes down to, guys, what this really comes down to, listen, she's a typical used up hoe who didn't have any respect. That's what it comes down to. She is going to be single for the rest of her life. She's going to be single for the rest of her life, and we are about to find out why. Now, don't go in and troll this chick, guys, and don't follow her. But as we can see, yeah, she has an attractive body. Oh, look at this. Look at that. She's on a yacht with her ass up. Yeah, listen, hey, it's all good. I wonder what happened after that after that picture was taken. Right? Like, what happened after the picture was taken? That's what I'd like to know. Let's take a look at some others. Yep. Typical. Listen, she has an attractive body. She has she appears to have a nice ass or whatever. But listen, man, there are a ton of girls in Miami who are attractive with nice. Yeah, listen, yep. Selfies in the club. Yeah, listen, she's a typical. Yeah, dude, like honestly, she's the typical 304. She's a typical 304. Nothing otherwise impressive about her, right? She does a lot of traveling. I mean, like there's nothing otherwise like oh, here we go. See, this is how you know she gets butt fucked on yachts. This is why you know she takes the banana in the tailpipe on yachts. Right? Who's taking these pictures? Right? Who's taking these pictures? Yeah, life is sweet. Yeah, listen, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is very sweet. Yeah, look, again, this is just the typical, and it's interesting. It's interesting. You can always tell a woman is going to be single for life because she does not appear to be in a relationship ever. A lot of ass pics, a lot of booty pics. Not a lot of pictures. Oh, see, now this right here, I saw this picture. Not really a fan of the knobby knees. Not really a fan of the knobby knees. She's got knees like Sarah Shahi from Sex and Life, right? And dude, I swear to God, listen, I hope this chick comes after me. Dude, I wish this bitch would come after me. Oh, I wish she would. I hope somebody goes over there and tells her, hey, Donovan Sharpe is talking shit about you. So her dumb ass, this actually looks like, oh, look at this. This actually looks like she's about to film a scene. Yeah, she looks like she's about to film a scene here. Guys, I'm not kidding here. It really, oh yeah, this looks like, honestly, guys, honestly, dude, I would not be, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if this girl were a spicy movie star. I would not be surprised if she were a spicy movie star. What other reason could a woman be dressed like this for in the middle of the day other than to shoot a scene? Interesting. Oh, look at that. More booty pics. Yes, look at my ass. Look at my ass. Yep, does a lot of traveling. Like, there are no pictures of her with men in a relationship. Oh, boy. Oh! Wait a minute. What's this? The Jay-Z. Oh. The Jay-Z tour. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Hey, guys, I think we have figured something out. I think we have figured something out about Miss Monica. I think we have figured something out. Oh, boy. Yep, I think we have figured something out. I think it is fairly obvious what we... Oh, yeah, look at this. The Jay-Z concert. Oh, yeah. Gentlemen, hashtag there's always one. Monica fucks niggas, y'all. Oh, yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, sir. This chick has been absolutely ran through. She's traveled around the world. And again, guys, hey, I've traveled all around the world. Translation. I have been pleasured by men around the world. Oh, no, that's a cute baby. Is that her as a baby? Okay, if that's her as a baby, that's a cute fucking baby. Like, holy moly, that's a cute kid. That's the cutest, dude, that's one of the cutest kids I've ever seen. Okay, all right, enough of that. Oh, okay, so this, I guess this is her a while back. So it looks like she's always been kind of a hoe, right? Yeah, I mean, dude, oh, wait a minute. I guess that's her father. So this was her in high school, I would imagine. Yep. Typical, again, she's the typical, yeah, and guess what, guys? She has minimum wage skills. She's above average looking. So she probably, yeah, man. So, yep. So, yeah, listen, Monica Muniz, she's been ran through, guys. She's been ran through, man. And unfortunately for her and women like her who have her attitude, she's not going to figure out that she fucked it all up until it's too late. Then she's going to be mad at the world. Then she's going to be mad at men again for not wanting to wife her up. Like, sweetheart, you've been smashed by half of Miami. Like, every one of those yacht owners down there, they know you, like in the biblical sense. Seriously, like, did you really think it was going to work out? Right? And Chris Bogdan was right. That's why you're single. This is why you're single. And then she said as if that's a bad thing. Ay. My guess is that she's probably 24 years old, 25 years old. All 25-year-old hoes act like this. All of them act like this. They think that being single is... listen, all 25-year-old hoes think that being single is great. And listen, it is. Until, of course, it's not. It's all good. It's all good. Until, of course, it's not. Right? When men start using you for nothing but a one-night stand, oh, wait a minute, they already do. They already do. With that attitude, dude, no man is ever going to take her seriously. They're not. They'll take her seriously for about 6.5 minutes, and then they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, let the cake burn in the oven, right? Then she'll get mad because, oh my God, you manipulated me because you were going to call another girl. You manipulated me. E-bar! No, bitch, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. So Monica, listen, if you would like to make a video about me, I can promise you, I am here for all the smoke. I am here for all the smoke. And so is he. Yo, this right here is the image of the year. That's the image of the year right there, man. That's the image of the year, by far. Okay, all right, let us continue. So we're going to listen to one more interview here by Mr. Samuels. Going to listen to one more interview here. Then we are going to open up the phone lines. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Give me 2 seconds. I didn't expect this to be on. Ooh, that's loud. Damn. All right. I will put the phone number up here shortly. Come on.
Start your show now, press 1.
There we go.
Your show is scheduled to start in 37 seconds.
All right, perfect. So in 37 seconds, the phone lines will be open. The phone lines will be open. 516-387-1987. 516-387-1987. Do not block your phone number. And when the call screener asks for you, you must give them a response. If you don't give them a response, I will hang up on you. Do not.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not.
Blog Talk Radio.
Jesus fucking Christ. Do not, I repeat, do not block your number. If you block your number, you will not get on the show. I will just make you sit there and listen. Let's continue.
No. Nope, not going to do this. Not going to do this. Not going to do this shit. Nope.
Actually, Dev, you know what?
I got to be honest.
Dev, put it on the poll. Put it on the poll. Put it on the poll, Dev. Has Red had the banana in the tailpipe? Has Red... Actually, you know what? Put it on the poll. Put it on the poll. Is Red a spicy movie star, yes or no? Has Red ever done prawn? Has Red ever done prawn? Has Red ever done a spicy movie? Put it on the poll. Yes or no? Has Red ever done a spicy movie? Yes or no?
I need people who are going to call.
Uh-oh.
I got to be honest. I need to talk. I want to talk to the people who are really trying to move their lives forward. And this may sound harsh.
Yep. Hey, but it's the truth.
But you ladies can't just sit out here and make babies and think it's no big deal.
Oh, it's a big freaking deal, Kevin.
I'm at the point where I'm like, well, what do you All right, let's keep on moving.
Let's do it.
I want to say what I'm thinking right now. Oh, JB.
I'm going to tell you what, man. So far, these bitches are 0 for 2. Man, 0 for 2.
Mute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How old are you?
I am 30.
All right.
Am I off camera?
Yeah, you can be off camera.
Okay.
Go ahead. So, Are modern women worth it?
Well, the question that I heard was if I'm worth it, if I'm like a Sierra. Is
Yep.
that
Are you?
No, I'm not Sierra because Sierra had children prior to
Oh my
Russell
God.
Wilson with
Oh
some
my
of my
God.
future
Oh my
friends.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you not listen to the opening monologue? Seriously? No, I'm not Sierra because... Oh, boy.
No, I'm not like Sierra.
Oh,
at
boy.
all.
All right.
When I said Sierra, what does that mean?
Well, you would have to tell me that because what I took from it, my interpretation.
How
was
long have you been?
somebody-
When did you start watching the broadcast?
I started watching it about 45 minutes
See,
ago.
there we go. Yep.
Okay. Sierra is an acronym.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me the acronym?
Well, 45 minutes ago, I did an entire monologue.
There it is.
Sierra is an acronym that stands for caring, interested,
That's it.
affectionate, reliable, and attitude.
That's it. That's it.
Yes,
Reliable
I
and
used
attitude.
Sierra because Sierra, and I said without the kid,
Yeah, without Future's baby.
but Sierra also went through a quote-unquote transformation to get a man on the level of Russell Wilson.
Stop getting
You
ran
only put
through.
Future and Russell Wilson in the same category, even though I'm not dealing with the kid part of it. I'm dealing with the fact that women who are worth it, who want men who are worth it, must be caring, must be interested, must be loving and affectionate, must be reliable and have a good attitude. So are you Sierra?
Mm-hmm.
In the terms of the acronym, yes.
All right.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes,
You
I
and the man?
am.
I'm actually engaged.
Oh, she's engaged.
So yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long you guys been together?
Uh-huh. Before we continue this one, so we put on the poll, do you think Red has ever done spicy movies? Uh-oh, I didn't have the window capture there. Yeah, I didn't have the window capture there. Yep, my bad on that. Do you think Red has done spicy movies? 85%. 85% say yes. 85% say yes. 15% says no. 15% says no. So I'm gonna go ahead and end that poll. I'm actually gonna do another poll. Dev, put this on the poll. Do you think Red, aka Monica Muniz, do you think? Let me see if I can put this as eloquently as I can. Do you think Monica Muniz has experienced escorting men? Does Red, aka Monica Muniz, have experience escorting men? Because I don't see her in any of these pictures actually working, right? Like she doesn't really appear to have a job, right? She doesn't appear to have a job. She kind of just goes a bunch of places. She does a lot of, right? Like she does a lot of traveling, but there doesn't appear to be any job that she has. She doesn't talk about her job or anything like that. We just see her on yachts. We see people taking booty pics of her. And so that leads me to believe that this woman might very well be, you know what? Actually change that, Dev. Is Monica Muniz, is she a working girl? Is she a lady of the night? I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Because this explains a lot. This explains a lot about her attitude with regards to her intentions, her behavior, and her Instagram. She's not fooling anybody, guys. She's not fooling anybody. She is absolutely, I think, you know what, honestly? Yeah, put that on the poll, Dev. Put that on the poll. And I will We will vote on the poll. Votes already flying in. Votes already flying in. Wow. People already voting. RPTV, welcome to chat privileges. Appreciate that very, very much. So we're going to continue this this Kevin Samuels interview because this thing got pretty wild in a hurry. So she's 30 years old, right? She's engaged. And she says that she is a Sierra. And I forgot what the acronym was, but hey, listen. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, listen. If she says she's a Sierra, she's a Sierra. We will give her that benefit of the doubt. Let me just get this poll up here. There we go. My apologies, guys. I guess I should have had this prepared before I went. There we go. All right, so the poll says, do you think Monica Muñiz is a working girl? So far, looks like 79% says yes, and looks like 21% at this point says no. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll there. Very good. Devin, put this on the poll. Put the next one on the poll. Is Monica Muñiz a sugar baby? Is Monica Muñiz a sugar baby? We'll get to that here in just a second.
So we've been together for 2 years and engaged for 3 months.
Okay. So where did you have to?
Yeah, Bill in BC, Adam in Philly, Antoine in Orlando. You guys are all next up in the call queue.
Drop onto the program.
What do you mean?
Well, you called.
You called for a reason.
What do you want to interject?
Well, I just wanted to say that I was just listening to when you were asking if modern women are worth it and if they are the acronym now that I know, Sierras. And I think that there are lots of modern women like that can be
Really?
Nope.
Really?
Wait. Hold on.
What state do you live in?
She says, I think there are lots of modern women who could be a Sierra. What? What the hell is she talking about?
California.
Huh. Then why, if that's the case, then why are 1 in 4 of our women married?
Uh-oh.
I guess it's the same reason why so many black men are at the 4th grade reading
levels.
No, so you're not going to
Oh, shit.
Say no.
51%
of black men. No. 51% of black men are single and childless, and 64% are in the middle class. I don't allow that shit.
Uh-oh. That's it.
I asked you why so many of our adult women are unmarried.
There it is.
And you're going to come and talk about black boys.
Basically, this woman came onto the program to say, Kevin, niggas ain't shit. That's what it is. That's what she came on the show to do. Wait till you see what this chick looks like.
I asked you why so many of our women are unmarried. And
yeah, see, typical black woman talking out of turn.
You want to talk about black boys.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
You see how they try to do this shit?
Yes,
they
sir.
Still want to come in and turn the conversation to where it's about men.
See
I
that?
asked the question. Why are 1 in 4 of our women, if they are Sierra, unmarried? And she turns it to talk about, well, I guess it's why you're full of shit, ma'am.
Yep.
He told her she was full of shit. Unbelievable.
Yep.
That was a bullshit response. Yes, you.
She's actually still talking.
Bro,
sign language.
Tell you, beware.
He's going to warn you.
Beware. Whoever you are, beware.
He's going to warn you.
Beware. I'm telling you, beware. Do y'all see, black men, do you see what she did?
Look at this.
Black men, do you see what she did?
Wow.
Well, I came in trying to understand why
No.
I didn't have a child.
Yeah, she just wanted to come on and say niggas ain't shit. She finally, listen, this is it. This means that Kevin has finally cracked their code. A woman got so mad. You know what? Enough of this black woman stuff. We gonna go back to the niggas ain't shit. Man, we've heard that for the last, 5-6 decades? Kevin is the first person in history to hold black women accountable. and they can't stand it.
I'm not a Sierra. I'm not that. Okay. Let you get your shit off. Yes, I'm all those things, and I'm engaged. Congratulations. All right. So why did you call?
Okay. This woman is not engaged. A woman who calls the show from California talking about niggas ain't shit is not engaged.
Nope.
Because I wanted to throw some shit on black men.
Yeah, Leo the Last says he's warning her so-called fiance. Yep.
I asked a question about why are so many women or modern women are Sierra. Why are 1 in 4 married? And you decide to say, well, I guess the same reason
Ain't
why
that some bullshit?
black boys are reading at the 4th grade level. You know why the black boys are reading at the 4th grade level, you idiot?
Why?
Because they are being raised by women.
Oops. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line. Black women create the men they complain about. Black women create the men they complain about. Single mothers create the men they complain about. This woman claims that she's 30 and that she's engaged. That's bullshit. She's not engaged. There's no way she's engaged. Not a chance. No. The reason she said that was to get past Kevin's initial defenses. Now she wants to talk about a 4th grade reading level. Again, Bill in BC, Adam in Philly, and looks like Antoine in Orlando, Danny in Alaska, and Janik in Hong Kong. You guys are going to be next up on the line. Yeah, she ran into a buzzsaw and is now getting owned.
Finish him.
80% of our children are raised in a single mother household.
Yep.
That's why they're reading at the 4th grade level. It ain't because the black boys are genetically inferior. It's who's raising them.
Yep.
There it is. There it is. See, and again, I'll say this again. And shout out to Ron Wills. He actually wrote the article that D.L. Hughley picked up. Black women create the men they complain about. So when black women say niggas ain't shit, listen, maybe so, but you created those niggas. Like, that's how that is.
It's who's raising them. Now you want it, you got it.
There it is.
It's who's raising them.
That's all right.
Who's raising these people?
Look at this. Look
these Sierra-like women.
Look at this. Look at this woman. Do you think for 1 second this chick is engaged? This woman, there's no way this woman's engaged.
Yeah, not the fathers. You're right. They're not the fathers because they don't have husbands.
This woman is still talking. Oh my goodness. There is no way this woman is engaged. She looks like she's weighing about 275, right? She looks like she's a left tackle. Ay, ay, ay. Kevin, oh my God. Listen, I don't know how he does this night in. I don't know how he does this night in, night out. I really don't. All right, guys, the phone lines are open. I'm gonna go ahead and start going to the phone lines. Before I do that, let's take a look at the last poll. Is Monica Muniz a sugar baby? Yeah, 88% say yes, 12% say no. Last question on the poll. Last question on the poll. Devin, put this on the poll. Is Monica Muniz a sex, or Muniz, is she a sex worker? Is Red, the woman who appeared on Fresh and Fit the other night, is she a sex worker? I think the answer is clearly yes, just judging by her Instagram. She doesn't seem to have a source of income. And yet she lives quite a lavish life. And as we all know, any woman under the age of 30 who makes 6 figures, any woman under the age of 30 who makes 6 figures is a sex worker. 100% of the time. She's a stripper, an escort, a call girl, a spicy movie star, OnlyFans. Like, that's sex work. When you make money off of your sexuality, you are a sex worker. Is Monica Muniz a sex worker? Yes or no? Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Let us go to Bill in British Columbia. Bill in British Columbia.
Yo.
Yep, you are on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so yes, Ms. Muniz is a sugar baby.
Okay.
Yes, she's done a spicy movie. She did maybe 2 or 3 of them. And then she got burned. And yes, she takes the banana up the tailpipe, and she only does it when she's wronged her man and she feels like, you know, she needs to be like punished, and so she'll submit to that type of sexual activity. And I can tell you exactly when she went from spicy movies to sugar baby.
Okay.
It's in the cluster of photos in her Instagram where she's doing this. She's wearing like some sort of weird graduation cap, and
it looks like she's like in a schoolgirl outfit.
Yes, yeah. It's like it's white, and she's got a white graduation cap, and then that cluster of photos also has her in a red bikini top with a kind of a turquoise bikini bottom.
Yeah.
She's sitting there next to a swimming pool, and it's right there that she started her life as a sugar baby. And all the rest of the photos are her being taken of her by her sugar daddy, who's taken her to the Vatican.
Yep.
He's taken her to Italy.
Yep.
He's taken her to the Spanish Steps.
Yep.
He probably took her to the Jay-Z concert.
Yep.
He's taken her to the Trevi Fountain. All of those photos are taken by the sugar daddy. No question.
Excellent. Listen, very, very, very good assessment. Bill in British Columbia, thank you for that incredible sleuthing. Yeah, listen, if you look through her Instagram, you can clearly see. And again, let's just. And again, I want to make this. Listen, I'm not trying to throw around a bunch of. I don't want to throw around a bunch of accusations. I don't want to throw around a bunch of baseless claims, unlike Ms. Muniz. But let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Anytime you have a woman in her 20s, who lives a very extravagant life, right? Listen, she lives an extravagant life, right? Like, this is an expensive restaurant. You think she's paying for that? And then, of course, she is in a Playboy Bunny outfit. She goes to all of these extravagant destinations, just like he said, the Vatican. There's New York City. She's posing on a yacht. I mean, listen, look. All of these pictures, like, there's nothing in here. She went to D.C. I don't know. She probably had a little bit of money. Maybe got sponsored for that. These are the decent people she claims to know. But, dude, like, she's a thought. Listen, and here's the thing. Monica. There's nothing wrong with being a sex worker. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with being a sex worker. Listen, if a woman wants to be a sex worker, then she can be a sex worker. It is what it is. But the people who make it possible for you to be a sex worker, like, don't forget, these are the men who pay you. Your sugar daddy who's paying your rent, he pays your rent. That is a man. That is a man. Yeah, she is clearly, she's a sex worker. Yeah. Yeah, it really does look like she is a sex worker. Oh, yeah. For sure. Absolutely. Wow. Yep. I think it's obvious. You know, it's interesting. When H is the letter H and I had this going back and forth, she says, yeah, man, I've dated CEOs and this and that. And the other said, wait a minute. She's an escort. She's a sex worker. Huh. Interesting. All right, let us go to Adam in Philly. Adam in Philly, you are on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
I just want to comment, say, yo, you're doing some great work. You and Kevin and the rest of the guys. Like, I've been watching, Red Pill content for, like, I say about 2 years, and it's changed my mindset. I'm 38 years old,
okay.
And, like, you really can just see the red flags with these women, and not want to take them seriously, you know what I mean? Just
right.
Like a wham bam and thank you ma'am, you know what I'm saying? And they get mad at me for that, you know what I mean? I've been getting some flack from women because I just see them for what they really are, you know what I mean? And
right. It's not a lot of fun when they get a script flipped on them, is it? They don't react well, do they?
They don't react well when you don't go for their games. That's what I'm encountering. You know what I mean? And they'll ask you for money.
Oh yes.
For,
they will.
For their services, you know, like, and you can look at girls' Instagram and tell that they're sex workers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you could just, you could, like, you know, you can really cut through the red tape and just be like, well, how much is it for like a night or two, or like, you know, a weekend with you? You know what I mean? Because that's basically what it's coming down to.
Listen,
you know
Adam,
what I mean? When you look at the post.
Adam, listen, Adam, listen. This is literally what this is. Literally what this is. Here's the truth, Adam. And this is something that you've probably discovered since finding this content. What you will find is that most attractive women in their early to mid-20s, they're sex workers. All of them. All of them.
Prime. In their prime, they're selling their bodies and services.
That's right.
And that's that. Like, I don't care. Like, they'll give you a little song and dance about their single and why this didn't work out. No, it's because it's your fault. No, don't blame the men. That's just what you wanted to do. You want to be a party girl. Well, keep being a party girl. You know what I mean? But don't hit me with the bullshit.
Right?
Don't hit me with the bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? And for real, they could go for the free. These girls is going for the free. Like, they really going for the free. Like, if they really like you, it's like it's for the free.
I appreciate the call, Adam. Yeah, Adam's right. Girls, listen, the girls who don't have a visceral sexual attraction, if a girl like Monica doesn't like viscerally want to fuck you, she's going to make you pay. She's going to make you pay with time. She's going to make you pay with, a yacht trip, boat trip, whatever the case may be. The guys the guys who actually turn her on, those are the guys who smash her. Those are the guys who smash her. I think that's obvious. That's very, very obvious. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. Let's go to Antoine in Orlando. Antoine in Orlando, you are on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, what's going on? She's definitely a 304.
Okay.
One thing I don't know if you noticed, if you scroll down, she has old picture of her mom. She was bred to be a 304. She has a picture of her mom, younger, in lingerie.
Her mother is in
obviously
lingerie?
Her dad's a simp. Yes, if you scroll down her pictures,
all right,
she's in lingerie in black. The old picture.
Stay on the line. Man. Hold on. Listen. Let's do some sleuthing. Wow. See, I'm telling you, man. This is why we have this. We have the smartest audience in this community. All right, let me see. Let me scroll down here. Let's.
Yeah. Scroll towards the bottom.
Okay. And by the way, Definite G.
It's an old picture.
And by the way, Definite G in the chat says she's chunky. No, she's not. Listen. Monica Munoz is a very attractive woman, right? Like, we have to learn to... Now, listen, she has knobby knees. I'm not really a fan of that. But would I smash her? Of course I would, right? But if she didn't want to smash, you know what I'd do? I would call another girl. I would call another girl right in front of her and kick her the fuck out of my apartment. That's exactly what the hell I do. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here. But yeah, let's not... Again, guys, listen, I get it. She's reprehensible, this and that and the other. Listen, Monica Munoz is a sex worker, guys. And being a sex worker is legal in the United States. I mean, listen, man, this is what she does for a living. This is what she does. We can't hate. So first there's this picture. This is the schoolgirl picture. That leads me to believe that she's probably done some on-camera biblical work, if you know what I mean. But here are all of her, she's been all of these exotic places. Let's see if we can find this picture. You said it's of her and her mother?
No, it's just her mom. She has a picture of her mom. You might have thought it was her. It's always the bottom where the baby pictures are at.
Oh, yeah.
All the way to the bottom is... Scroll all the way down.
Oh, okay.
She has wearing a black lingerie. She's like posted up. It's her mom. If you click on it, she says this is her mom. Wow. All the way down there.
Oh, dude. There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
Dude, you see this? You see this, guys? You see this? And listen, man, Antoine in Orlando, thank you for the sleuthing. Yeah, listen, that's it. Listen, we figured it out. We have figured it out. This is why Monica's a sex worker. This is why Monica's a sex worker, because her mother was also a 304. Guys, listen, man. Listen. We don't teach you guys this stuff because we hate women. Okay? We don't tell the truth about women because we hate them. We talk about what we talk about because it's true. Slutty mothers raise slutty daughters. That's always the way it's been. Monica's mother clearly was not a very good wife. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she was a good wife. Maybe she wasn't. But like mother, like daughter. Right? And listen, mom was hot. Like, dude, listen. Listen. Hey, check this out. Check this out. Hold up. Let me Dev, put this in the chat. Put this in the chat. Would you smash Monica's mother? Yes or no? Would you smash Monica's mother? Devin, put it in the chat. Would you smash Monica's mother? Yes or no? I would. Dude, I would absolutely smash this girl. You kidding me? I mean, I wouldn't smash her now. Right? I would no. Listen. Let's be clear. I wouldn't smash her today, right? Maybe 20 years ago. Yes, would you smash Monica's mother as she looks like in the picture? Not today. If you would smash Monica's mother today, that wouldn't be a good thing. Wouldn't be a good thing. All right, let us go to Donnie. I'm sorry, let's go to Danny in Alaska. Danny in Alaska, you are on the live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I wanted to comment on the fact that she had all these travel pictures. Honestly, in general, any woman who doesn't seem to have a high-paying career and also has a bunch of travel and expensive activities, I see as a red flag, because you're sleeping with guys who have money in order to get those things.
Yes.
Because there's no way you're getting them on your own if you're not making the money. And there's no way you like the guys, because what are the chances you're going to find guys you're actually genuinely like on a relationship level interested, not just fuckboys, in that math to be able to do that many things?
No, listen, I totally agree. Fuckboys don't have the time nor the discipline to make the kind of money that would give them the freedom to travel to different countries. And so because we don't see, listen, she is obviously not in a relationship of any kind. If she is, I don't know it. But again, she's in the Middle East, she's at the Vatican, she's at all these places. She does not appear to have a job. I'll give you the last word, Danny.
And on top of that, one final comment. Also, another thing, and I know I'm going a little bit fast on this, but it points to a situation in the world that this is the reason why we have the current dating and male-female dynamic situation. Yep. Is that a woman only has her innocence and vulnerable ability for the first 2 or 3 guys to be able to appreciate just Texas Roadhouse or a plain old place or a reliable Camry. After the first 2 guys, you lose the ability to appreciate basic things, and therefore becomes a 304 and impossible to commit to unless she gets therapy or somehow restores her ability to appreciate this.
Danny in Alaska, thank you for the call. Guys, try to do me a favor. Try to when I bring you on the line, try to be in a quiet. Try to be in a quiet place. And try to be in a quiet place. That way we don't have to deal with the background noise. But yeah, listen, Danny in Alaska is 100% right. He is 100% right, man. Danny in Alaska is 1,000% right. Kyle 1 with the $5 super chat said, knew before seeing these pictures. The only thing that could motivate her to get on F&F prepared to take down the show is her body count is in the thousands. Ooh. So let's check on this last poll. Would you smash Monica's mother? 74% said yes, 26% said no. Okay, fair enough. Devin, put this on the poll. Devin, put this on the poll, please. Put this on the poll. Is Monica's body count? I'm going to put the over-under. Of Monica's body count at 99.5. If the over-under on Monica's body count is 99.5, are you going to take the over or are you going to take the under? So basically, does she have a quadruple-digit notch count or not? Put it on the poll, Devin. Put it on the poll. If the over-under on Monica's body count is 999.5, would you take the over or would you take the under? I'll put that on the poll. Let's go to Janik L'Italian. out in Hong Kong. Janik, what's going on, brother? It's been a long time.
Good evening, sir. First of all, I'm just going to test the delay.
No problem.
Okay, excellent. I just want to chime in on that ER message that she showed us in her DMs.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I've got like about a decade of fraud in banking and stuff like that. I've talked to fraudsters a fair number of times, and most of the time I've been able to sniff them out. But I find it very suspicious that all of a sudden there's an EPAR message that shows up in her DMs. What I'm curious to know is the profile. The profile of that person that sent her the DM. And I'm connecting that to, you remember the tirade you had with Lisa Faye, of course.
I do.
But also the Karen that you showed us yesterday that was screeching mad. So I'm connecting dots here, and maybe I'm completely off my rocker. But I don't know, something stinks.
You know what? I'm going to look this up with you on the line right now. So it says Obitox. That is the profile. It says nothing found. Let me try this again. I think it's 0. BITOX.
And was this reported to the authorities?
There it is. Hang on a second. So this is the profile. So this is the, look at this. Look at this. So I'm going to bring this, listen, let's bring this up on the screen here. Because we're going to do some detective work here. We're going to do some detective work. Because listen, I would not, again, these kinds of women, they will do whatever is necessary to be right. This is the profile of Obitox. This is the, wait a minute. This is the profile, if you guys are watching, of the quote-unquote EPAR message, pardon me, that Monica allegedly got. And look at this. 289 followers. He's only following 1. Yeah, can anybody say troll account? Can anybody say troll account? So before I move on here, Jen, and I want you to go ahead, Jen. Yeah, go ahead, Janik. You got it.
No, I just said I rest my case.
No, listen, and I'm going to tell you what, and thanks for the call, man, because now we're going to put something else on the poll. By the way, the last poll we asked, do you take the over or under on Monica's body count at, it's supposed to be 999.5, but whatever, 78% took the over, 21% took the under. Thank you to the 64 people who voted. Put it on the poll, Dev. Put it on the poll, Devin. Is Monica's EPAR message, was that sent by Monica? Did Monica, put this on the poll, did Monica send herself the EPAR message? Put it on the poll. We're going to put it to vote. Phone lines are still open, guys. 516-387-1987. 516-387-1987. Let us go to Lewis in Kentucky. Lewis in Kentucky, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to come on and say that
I'm sorry.
real talk. Just like,
hold on, Lewis. So you're 14 and you're in Kentucky. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, before I found watched your videos and like Fresh and Fit, I'm not gonna say I was struggling or like I was like down in the trenches with like girls.
Okay, yep, I had to cut him off. Sorry, Lewis. I can't talk to minors on the show. I can't talk to minors, nor can I advise minors. It's just not something that I'm gonna do. I'm well aware of that. Yeah, listen, excellent detective work. Excellent detective work by you guys. Excellent detective work. Yeah, listen, I think it's clear. I think it's very, very clear. No, Danny T with the $5 super chat says, my bad at work. We'll find a quiet spot. No problem. He says, by the way, when you train a woman is fixing a woman. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. By the next time, by the way, when you train a woman is fixing the woman as I said. Yeah, I suppose so. Kyrgyz, $5 says, interesting that she has no comments on her photos. Seems odd. Not sure if you went over that already. No, she turned off her comments. She turned off her comments because of the backlash. But she is still, so she's cowardly. She's being cowardly. And it's funny. So she turned off, this is interesting. This is very interesting. So she turned off her, now this is interesting. So she turned off her comments. Nobody can comment. Nobody can comment, and nobody can contact her. Yet, oh, well, yeah, that definitely applies. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. So she turned everything off, but she was still able to get this DM, right? She was still able to get DM'd, right? So she was still able to get DMs even though she turned off her comments. Yeah, calling bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is clearly a case. This is clearly a case of a woman who is now fabricating. She is now fabricating stories to justify her own bullshit. Seriously, honestly. And why is this person's, listen, and what you guys have to understand is that this is funny. This is so obvious. This is funny as hell. Look at this. If he really did say that to her, one would imagine that she would probably report him. Am I right? And if you report that, one would reasonably expect that Instagram would disable this account. Magically, it is still there. It is magically the account is still there. So Monica has turned off she's turned off her DMs. She's turned off her DMs. And she has turned off all of her comments, yet she was able to get this message. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to parse my words. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit, guys. She went on the show. She got owned. She came in there with an agenda. She got owned. She got taken behind the woodshed because her argument was defeated with logic and facts and statistics. And so she says, you know what? I'm going to create an account and send myself this message. You know what you forgot, you fucking idiot? You turned off your comments in your DMs. How can you get a DM? How can you get a DM when your DMs are off? And why is this account still around? If someone really sent her this, why is the account still around? Why haven't you reported it? Oh, I know. Because that's your account. That's that's a troll account that you created. You sent the message to yourself to say, see, I was right. I was right. I was right. Fresh and Fit Podcast incites. Area code 615, do not jump in line. I will hang up on your ass. Space Windu, $10, says, about 8 years ago, I found out my ex was proing for a sheriff. I drove off and left her on the porch. Damn. Let us go to Adiel in New York. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Adiel or Adiel?
It's Adiel.
Oh, Adiel. Adiel in New York. Yeah. What you got?
Definitely, I just wanted to say appreciate all the content you guys put out. Definitely opened my eyes. I definitely had some of these. I tend to be a very emotional male, so I tend to kind of fall for all these modern women ideologies. And like I said, thank you very much for giving us a different perspective and calling out bullshit when you see it.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call. I like getting calls like that, man. It is nice to be appreciated. Let us go to Lewis in Houston. Lewis in Houston, you're on with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Donovan? How are things going with you?
So far, so good, brother. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just wanted to comment about the situation with this chick. I already forgot her name since you had it blocked in my video. Anyway, yeah, it's obvious that she's trying to clout chase by having her account, which is clearly still up and available. If she was really like pissed off about the whole thing, she would have it blocked and have no viewers. But she's clearly using this situation as a way to funnel people in, but still not have the accountability to be able to deal with that, since she knows the types of guys that are watching that would be attracted to her regardless, which is why her DMs are even up in the first place.
Right. Let me ask you this, Lewis. Do you think she's a sex worker? Meaning she does, meaning escort, OnlyFans. Any woman who makes money off of her sexuality is a sex worker. Do you believe that Monica Munoz is a sex worker?
I wouldn't doubt that she's done that in the past, and judging by this whole poll, I believe it more, so I would say yes.
Last question before I let you go. Do you think she sent herself this message, or is it really kind of hard to say at this point?
I would say it's hard to say at this point, knowing the type of, crowd that would kind of go after that.
Sure.
Just to try to get some sort of comment pushed out of that. I mean, that's obviously a given, which is, again, why I think she's still allowing messages and whatnot to come in. So it's clearly an attention grab for her to kind of validate that controversy in her head, to kind of give her that ego boost.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, man. Well, listen, Lewis in Houston, I appreciate you calling. Thank you very much for the opinion. Yeah, listen, man. Here's the thing. We can't say for sure that she sent herself this message. Like, nobody really knows for sure. Like, let's just listen. If we're going to be honest, if we're going to be intellectually honest, if we're going to have a conversation in good faith, nobody really knows, right? But again, we don't know if she did this or not, but here are the facts. She turned off her comments and turned off her DMs. Those are facts. If you turn off your comments and turn off your DMs, how are you getting a DM? Number one. Number two, if someone tells you in a DM that they hope you get EPAR'd, you should have reported that, right? If someone doesn't report that, that leads me to believe that that might be just be their account. It might be a troll account. Again, I don't know for sure because I weren't there, but like Kyle One says in the chat, comments turned off is a dead giveaway. I agree. Stephen Carmichael is troll her, blah, 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 blah. No, don't troll anybody. Her sister had nothing to do with this. Her sister got into the mud a little bit, but after the Blondie, her sister saw that, okay, Red, like, this clearly is not going the way it was supposed to go, right? This guy actually knows what he's talking about. Let's exit stage left. So don't encourage that stuff. Jonathan Smith, $5 says, why did she make a fake account with a black guy? That is BS right there. I don't know. You want to know why she made an account with the black guy? Oh, this is so funny. That makes perfect sense. Do you want to know why she made an account with a black guy? Because Monica didn't do her research. You see, what Monica doesn't see, the reason she did it with a black guy is because Myron and Fresh are black, right? They're colored guys. So she said, oh, okay, I can't make a fake account with a white guy because neither one of them are white. So I'll make a fake account with a black guy. It all fits. Again, I can't say for sure because I wasn't there. But I would bet an amount of money that mattered to me based on what we know about Monica. She faked this. She absolutely faked it. She faked it. She sure did. All right, let us go to Tiffany in Indiana. Tiffany in Indiana, you're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hi, Donovan. I'm so glad to speak to you. I watch your show every day.
Oh, well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Well, it's not often I get calls and adulation from females, so I appreciate it.
Yes, but this is a female that was born in 1972 that comes from a different generation of what you have today on your show. When I was looking at the lady talking about black men ain't shit. But, from what I've seen and what I listened to, and Kevin Samuels, he should have came out in the 90s where black women started to become morbidly obese, attitude, not able to keep a man. And, it's just sad the way the women are today, and they don't realize it. And half those women you had on this show, I was looking at look busted.
Yes,
back in my day, women took care of themselves. They took care of their weight. It's kind of, and sad.
It is.
But the thing is that you guys are really, sending a message that hopefully some women, black women, will wake up and learn from this. Because, it's not the black man. It's the company that the black man keeps.
That's right.
They need to start picking better.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Stop picking these wretched, whatever the hell you call them. Because back in my day, we had classy women. I'm 48 years old. I have never seen nothing like this before in my life. Kevin Samuels is a genius.
Yes, he
and the way
is.
you evaluate his shows are genius because we need help. Black men are bad. They say they ain't sitting, they dying by the gun, but black women ain't sitting, dying by the weight.
By the weight and by the weight. Thanks for the call, Tiffany. Yeah, she's right, man. And listen, guess what? My mother was a victim of that movement in the 1990s. Dude, late 80s, early 90s. That is literally right around the time my mother blew up our family. My mother succumbed to that agenda. And now she has a son with a temper who's kicked a lot of people's asses, who can never work a W-2 paying job for as long as he lives. But it's a good life. You don't feel sorry for me. Let us go to James in Tennessee. James in Tennessee, you think that it is very suspicious. You think the trolling is very suspicious based on the timing. Elaborate on that, would you?
Yes, sir. Good. How you doing, Donovan, man? Great to see you back in the numbers, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. It's taken a long time to get back here.
Oh, man, it was Shadow Band, bro. I'm not sorry. It was the YouTube / algorithm people.
There you go. Right there.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Anyway, the woke Karens of the world is the problem. That's what I call these new, because, if you remember Crystal Gayle Magnum.
I do.
Okay,
Crystal Gayle Magnum. Yes.
Uh-huh. Tawana Briley. Carol, and of course, the world famous Carol Bryant, who accused Emmett Till of being a bad person.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When these women can't win an argument, or there's something goes wrong, they turn to the EPAR.
That's right.
That's what happens.
Yep.
And that's what happened with this woman on this show. She was so triggered that she turned to EPAR.
There you go.
That this is dangerous. This is going to cause EPAR. Right? She was losing the argument, and she turned to that. Okay? And that's what they always do. I feel threatened. This is going to cause me to have anxiety. EPAR. Yep. They run this gambit when they lose an actual verbal argument.
Yep.
And that's the worst. And it's always the woke Karens that do it.
And listen, I'll tell you this. She is absolutely a woke Karen. She is 100% a woke Karen. And she showed her agenda, James. But here's the issue. And I think what you're saying is correct. I think, and we saw with that Victoria's Secret, with the Victoria's Secret Karen, when she couldn't win that argument, what did she do? She got on the phone and she called the cops, blaming the black woman. Yeah, playing the victim. So does it surprise us that Monica, that Red, aka Monica, would stoop to these lows and make up some sort of false account and have someone threatening E-Partner DMs? Of course not. This is how they get down, man.
Yeah. I mean, and this is the thing. The sad part is the white knights believe that, like, if, God forbid, we didn't have that video of the woke Karen on the floor just kicking and screaming, someone would have believed her argument. Yeah, this woman hit me, and she would have been crying. And the white knights, the simps would have believed her, and they would have arrested that woman. Okay, and this is the thing. Myron's doing. I love his show, but I sent money in and say, man, you're playing a dangerous game. These women are trying to take your platform down.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I mean, I love you guys, and I don't want to see it happen to you, but look at Brian Banks. Did 6 years for something he didn't do.
That's right.
You look at other guys that for the woke Karens, because these women are liberal. Okay, they're liberal. They're not conservative.
No, they're not.
They're loose in the streets, got high body counts, and they claim to love everybody. You can't judge me, and you can't judge this, and Black Lives Matter. They do all that stuff, but as soon as they get in a spot where they feel triggered, they turn the EPAR on. They turn on the I feel threatened. They turn into Carol Bryant.
There you go.
And they turn into Tawana Bryant, and it's the worst thing. I mean, especially for a black dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this
yeah.
is like, here's the thing. I hate the fact that the woke Karens, as soon as they get cornered, they will turn on the quote-unquote black people they love so much.
Easy.
And accuse them of something.
All day.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call. Sorry to cut you off there. Thanks for the call, James in Tennessee. He makes a very good point. And it's so funny because the Karen at the Victoria's Secret, she did on that video exactly what it appears Monica is doing now. She didn't win the argument. She did not win the argument. She didn't do. And when it was clear that she wasn't winning the argument, what did she do? What did she say? This is misogynistic. Myron called her on it. Okay. What about what we talk about is misogynistic? She couldn't prove it. She could not prove it. So what did she do? She upped the ante. Your message is misogynistic and contributes to sexual violence. EPAR, there you go. Whenever a woman is losing an argument, especially an argument to a man who is using facts and logic, you're contributing to sexual violence. And listen, James in Tennessee was 100% right. She made that appearance too. Now, I think at first she attempted to ambush him. That didn't work. So then she went to ThreatCon Delta and decided to start throwing around the kinds of accusations that Lisa Faye made. Lisa Faye said, well, what are you going to do, Donovan? When somebody goes out here and ends a bunch of people, what if they say, well, Donovan told me to do that? I watched Donovan Sharpe. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? That's not even a legit defense. Just like I said yesterday. You know what? I'll put it to you this way. If God forbid, something happens to Monica's sister, Blondie. God forbid Monica's sister is E-Pard, right? Monica's sister is E-Pard. Actually, you know what? Let's just say Monica's sister was red-rummed. Let's just say, for example, she was red-rummed. I would not wish that on anybody, not even her, man. Like, this is all a bunch of bullshit in terms of life or death. But for the sake of argument, God forbid something happens to Monica's sister. How would Monica feel if the defense attorney said to the judge, well, the defendant, was an avid listener of Marilyn Manson, and this is why he E-Par'd Monica Muniz's sister. Do you think Monica is going to buy? Do you think Monica is not still going to want retribution? Do you see what I mean? Do you think do you actually think that the prosecution is going to let that bullshit defense fly? No, get out of here. We can't control, nobody can control what people do. Listen, man, all we do is we give information and we give truth. There are crazy people everywhere. And if somebody does something bad after allegedly hearing what we have to say, they were fucked up in the head anyway. They were probably listening to somebody else anyway. Miss me with that. Cairo MK, $2, says it's premeditated, her comments, her hair color. I don't know what that means. Technom HB5, $5, says if she had various comments on her profile up to the time of the alleged DM threat, then blocked, that would be credible. Not the case here. I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Let us go to Charlie. In Miami. You're out there in Monica Muniz land. What's going on? You had a comment about red.
Oh, you mean Cali West?
That'll work. What's up?
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's good.
I was outside. I was too busy listening to your show, man. Your show's good.
I tried.
Anyway, yeah, I wanted to speak on. Man, you're doing a good job. Hey, you even got older black women calling you, man. You're doing a good job.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I ain't never had an old black woman call me on my show and actually compliment me. Like, that's history.
Right. That means you're doing everything right. But I wanted to speak on this red chick from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Man, I mean, like, it just feels like every time you're in a debate with a female, she'll go to a personal attack, even if it means setting you up for like disaster or jail.
Yep.
Man, that's just what it kind of showed last night.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because it went from okay, well, it went from you're in your feelings, and then all of a sudden now it's sounding rapey, and it might promote sexual violence towards women and all this crap that she was kind of going with. And she was kept digging herself into a deeper ditch and deeper ditch. And I guess her sister was trying to like save her from it, but it was inevitable that she was going to get put down by Myron.
Do you think he handled that? How do you think he handled that situation well?
I think he handled it well. But I ain't gonna lie. I honestly believe that if it was you, you would have told her a new asshole.
Yeah, yeah. See, again, I'm not a, no. And again, I know myself, right? Like, I know myself. And and Kevin Samuels is much like myself. Stay with me. He's much like myself in that he doesn't suffer foolishness. That's just not what he does. He does not suffer that very well. The difference between me and him is that he can control himself. I cannot. Had I been on the set with Monica, as soon as she said the R word, E-Pari, I would have said, Myron, you're my homeboy, but what she is doing right now is very dangerous, and I can't be anywhere near this. I'm going to remove myself from the set before she starts making accusations that could get us in a lot of legal trouble. This is what women do when they get put in the corner. And Myron Sharpe angled her at every turn. Every argument she had, not only did he have an answer, he had the facts to back it up. And anytime he asked her, listen, you can't substantiate your claims, I keep repeating myself. Well, sweetheart, repeat yourself all you want to. You aren't speaking facts. That's what ended up happening. I'll give you the last word, Kelly West.
Oh, yeah, no, hands down. And it was funny because she's up to talk about, she was explaining herself. She didn't explain jack shit.
No.
All she did was regurgitate some old conversation that she had about somebody else. And it was like completely irrelevant to the point what he was saying.
That's right. That's right. Thanks for the call, Callie West. Yeah, it was irrelevant to the point where Myron, Myron, he explained himself to this chick so many times in so many ways. And finally, he was just like, oh my God, there's no, this is a losing battle, right? At that point, that is when Myron realized, okay, this woman is arguing in bad faith. And like I said, Myron says he's going to have her on again. I don't think he should do that. I think that's dangerous. I think he should not do that. Okay, last few phone calls here. Let us go to Erica in Wisconsin. Erica in Wisconsin, you have comments about Monica.
Hey, guys. So I actually have a somewhat similar story that happened 11 years ago, right about when I met my current fiance.
Okay.
And my sister tried claiming that she had been, we'll say, violated by her baby daddy at the time. This was her first baby daddy that she had 2 kids with.
Okay.
Now she's on baby daddy, I think 4. And she's now married to the one with the 4th kid. But, she's got, 3 different dads anyway.
Sounds like a prize.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, she tried telling me, don't tell your man, but, this happened. And I'm all like, okay, there's some red flags here. I'm going to tell my man anyway and see what he thinks. And he's like, she needs to go to the police about this. I'm like, yes, I agree.
Right.
So I tried telling her, you need to go and file a report or whatever. And she completely refused. I'm like, well, if this actually happened, you need to do this so it doesn't happen again.
That's exactly right.
And she just completely refused. And we're like, okay, well, if you don't go to the police about this, there's no way I can believe you. And my point is, she doesn't know about this story about me. Something happened with me and my cousin when I was 10 or 11. So I'm actually a victim. And so her doing that literally makes it so that something that happened to me back in the day doesn't mean as much when I came out about it when I was 17 years old. But, since she didn't know about that story, I couldn't really talk to her about that.
Sure.
I just found it interesting.
Well, thank you for the call, Erica. Yeah, listen, that's the problem. That's the main problem with false EPAR accusations. Not only does it get someone jammed up who didn't do anything, okay? Even worse, it gives even less credibility to the women it actually happens to. So if a woman actually gets EPAR'd, and because of all these false EPAR accusations, they're always kind of like these kind of women. They get the side eye from the cops because they're like, listen, man, we've been there, done that. We've heard this 100 times before. What makes you think we can believe you? It's really what it does. All right, let us go to Juan in Chicago. Juan in Chicago, you think Monica is definitely a sugar daddy, and you think that her and her sugar daddy are trying to take down Fresh and Fit?
Yes.
Okay. Explain.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. My question will be taken in the form of two questions and a hypothesis.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. Okay. Have you seen the sugar daddy?
No, I have not.
Like, okay. And from what I heard last time, the sugar daddy was taking the pictures, right?
Right.
And then the account came up, right?
Okay.
I don't think that was her. I think that was the sugar daddy.
Wow.
And so my hypothesis is, like I said, that the baby daddy created the account, but what's called redhead didn't block her. So I believe that he made that comment on the post in order to criminalize Fresh.
Yes. Ooh. Oh, wow. So you think the reason why she theoretically sent that message to herself was to get them taken down, so they can go to YouTube and say, hey, do you see what these guys are doing? These guys are inciting sexual violence. This guy sent me this message right after I made an appearance on his show.
Exactly.
Wow. Dude, you know what? Thanks for the call, Juan in Chicago. I like that hypothesis. I do. Listen, I don't know that that's the case, but it would not surprise me. Dude, it really wouldn't surprise me. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Dude, girls like Monica. Dude, listen, sluts like this. Listen, guys, this is how sluts roll, man. This is how sex-working sluts work, man. What she's probably done is she's probably conned some sucker into using his money to try to take down Fresh and Fit. That's never going to happen, fam. That ain't never happening. Let us go to James in Halifax, who says that Monica's profile.
What's going on, Donovan?
Yeah, not too bad. He said her profile has some information.
Yeah, so I've been doing some investigating here, and I think I've found a connection between Red and the profile. Because it would seem to me that she did research before she went on the podcast.
Right.
And she would definitely notice that Fresh and Myron are into anime.
Oh,
the only profile that fake profile follows is an anime profile.
Okay.
And I believe that she added that because it has lots of followers, and then just followed a bunch of people, unfollowed them once they followed back, and then, sorry, let me...
You okay, take your time.
And then they all speak different languages when you look at the list of people that are following her.
Okay.
So I'm going through them now. Like, the top guy speaks Russian, the next one speaks Spanish. Like, there's no way that this guy speaks all these languages, right?
Of course.
Unless he's the most talented dude in the world. Like, I'm going through them now. They're literally all different languages.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
So this is 100% a fake.
Okay.
And she definitely would have noticed that, right?
Wow. So listen, let's go through this again. So the connection that you found between Monica and the account was that the only account that fake account followed was anime, and that everybody who follows that person, they speak a bunch of different languages?
Yeah, I think that she just followed a bunch of random profiles from the anime profile, so that it would look like she had followers.
Wow.
Once they followed her, she unfollowed all of them, so it looked like, the guy was a hipster or whatever.
Right.
And then, she would have noticed this because she studied Fresh and Fit before she went on, assuming, hey, anime, young, black, ambiguous profile.
Yes, right.
She went on already knowing that if it goes south, she's doing this EPAR accusation.
Wow, dude.
It was her parachute.
What? You know what?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, listen, thanks for the call, James in Halifax. Dude, listen, I'm gonna cut that phone call out. I'm going to put that on Instagram, and I'm going to tag Monica in it. Just to let her know we know she's full of shit. Just to let her know she's full of shit. Unbelievable. Let's go to Justin in D.C. Justin in D.C., what you got on Monica?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
Here's my take on it. I think she's one of those women. Is like, if you're a black Republican, you're automatically called her Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
you see?
Sure.
And I think she was triggered And I think she was triggered because when Myron and Fresh was talking about nobody likes a hoe, it hit a nerve.
Yep. Yeah, you know, it's interesting.
And
Justin.
I think
Go ahead.
they was talking about her every time, you know, every time they talk about yacht parties, you can see her on her page that that's her lifestyle. So I think this whole time she knew before she went on there that they hit a nerve before. I think before she got on the show, they hit a nerve with her.
Okay.
And so when she got on the show, she felt that she was going to embarrass them by calling them misogynist.
Oh my goodness!
You see it all the time with feminist liberals. If you're a black Republican, they're automatically going to call you Uncle Tom.
Sure, of course.
If you're a white Republican, they're automatically going to call you racist. So I think her by them calling her a hoe, pretty much, because that's pretty much what they did.
Yeah, that's exactly
they
what
said.
They
men don't like hoes, and she's a hoe.
That's right. And hold on, Justin. Listen,
she couldn't handle it.
He said men don't like hoes. Dude, she fought him tooth and nail. Well, is that the only thing? Is that the only thing? And Myron told her, listen, that's not the only thing. But guess what? If I know you're
That's
a
the
slut,
foundation.
yeah, right. If I know you're a slut, nothing else matters. She didn't like that. Well, I don't think you should be comparing women to cars. Listen, you can think whatever you want, but the car comparison.
Yeah, and another thing, I think somebody else told her this before.
Oh,
she heard this before. That's why it just got her angry. She couldn't take it no more.
You want to know
so
something?
The moment they said men don't like hoes, it just went. Her attitude went somewhere else.
Not only that, Justin. Listen, I think you're right about this too. I think you're right about this too, Justin. I think because Myron and Fresh always talk about Miami. Listen, Miami girls are not going to play you. They go to yacht parties. They're getting passed around by these guys. They're getting flown out. All these yacht parties these girls go to, they're getting smashed by these guys. And that's who she is. Like, she's the avatar. Listen, man, this is who this is.
Right.
Monica Munoz is the avatar of the woman that Myron and Fresh talk about. And so she was feeling some type of way long before that.
I was on her page, too.
Go ahead.
And it's this guy called Marcus Two Braids who follows her. And all he does is party in clubs and strippers. And I'm like, he talks about stocks, but what he really does is just party with strippers. And they have no two connection. And all you see is Marcus Two Braids following up her pictures. And all he does is party with strippers.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He's like kind of famous in the LA area, you know, with stocks and all that. That's how I know him, but all he really does is like just parties.
Yeah,
and then as soon as I see
Monica's
him,
a sex worker. Oh, I guess Justin DC got cut off. Yeah, man. You know what, man? We are, dude, little by little, guys. See, this is what happens when you look at things critically. Dude, man. Dude, I'm convinced. Justin and DC called it. She had a plan to come on and try to besmirch Myron's name. She tried to get them taken down. She tried to make him look stupid, got made to look like a fool, and then tried the whole EPAR thing. That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. I think it's obvious. Okay, let me go to last couple of phone calls here. Let us go to Daniel in D.C. Daniel in D.C. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Daniel in D.C. You are on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan. This is the Lord D. Guns from Instagram.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah. So basically, I think there was something wrong, like something weird. I feel like she might be a government spy agent. I don't know. Cause like.
Yeah, I can't entertain that. Yeah, listen. Listen, man. I appreciate you calling with that, but Monica is not smart enough to be a government agent. She's not smart enough. She's too public. If she were a government agent, she wouldn't be on Instagram. Like, guys, listen, come on. Like, really? A government spy? Come on. Dude, she's a slut. She's a sex worker. She's a hoe. Hoes don't become government agents, man. Come on, guys. Let's be reasonable. All right, last call of the day. Let's go to Hector in Tampa. You're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
Hey, Donovan, man. How you doing?
Good.
First and foremost, I just want to talk about the milestone. This is a milestone, man, for the guys. When they come after you like this, and they literally have to make things up, not only in that interview, but also here after. Man, it just proves the point even more.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So just in case they're listening, I just want to go ahead and shout my congratulations out to the boys. This is hate in its fullest form.
Yep.
And as you know, when they hate, it's time to celebrate.
That's right.
So on this Monica girl, man. She just, like I said, she's going through the natural emotions, man. She's hitting them with the sign language, coming at them with the rape allegations or the rapey vibes, if you will.
Yep.
And I mean that just proves it even more, man. That these guys are speaking the truth, and it's touching a nerve with her. You know what I mean? Not only her, but girls like her. I mean, like, look at her Instagram account, bro. There's not one picture of a boyfriend or anything like that.
None.
Serious girls.
No.
Serious girls, when they travel like this, they have their boyfriend in the picture with them, if not to show respect for him taking her, but to prove that they're not there by themselves. That they are what we know, what we're suspecting her to be.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go, man.
And then the fact that she hasn't disabled this account. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
She's disabled the comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
She sure has.
But the attention doesn't come from the comments. The attention comes from the pictures of her ass.
That's right.
All over the account. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like she still wants that attention. She's still getting that attention. You know what I mean? But like, honestly, man, I'm right in the books with you. She's definitely a sex worker of some form. She's got at least 2-3 yacht pictures on there, and neither of those yachts are the same. So this isn't like her cousin's yacht or her brother's yacht or somebody she knows yacht. You know what I mean? This is somebody she's using her body to get their attention, to get their time and validation, and as a result, they're inviting her on their yachts.
There you go. And guess what? And thanks for the call, Hector in Tampa. Guess what? They're not letting girls on the yacht for nothing. Like, these guys make it clear. If you come on the yacht, I'm fucking. Like, they don't fuck around. Because you want to know something? And they probably let them know right off the bat, whoa, before you hit this yacht, like, it's going down. Like, listen, I'm telling you right now, you step on the yacht, you know what time it is. So if that's not what you're here for, you can get to stepping. That's probably why that triggered her, because she probably tried to get free validation from some dude on the yacht. He's like, no. I invited you onto the yacht because I'm trying to fuck. Now you get here, now you're trying not to fuck? Fuck off my yacht. That's exactly what the hell that was. Yeah, we cracked the case, man. We cracked the case. Cali West, $5 says, I haven't seen Monica's IG page, but I'm sure when she takes pics from the back, you witness the gaping. Yeah, that's funny, right? Janik, with the 25 Hong Kong dollars, says, you cannot fool the TSR crew. Yeah, so yeah, dude, listen, clearly Monica is a sex worker. And listen, there's nothing wrong with being a sex worker, and I'm not being facetious. There's nothing wrong with sex work. Sex work is a perfectly legal and viable business. So I'm not passing judgment. I'm not passing judgment on that. Not passing judgment on that. Well, women can listen, she can earn money however she wants. That's fine with me. I'm not passing judgment on that. But it's clear that she had an agenda when she made the appearance on Fresh and Fit, and it's clear now that she more than likely faked that message. Like, that message was fake, dude. That was sent from a fake account. Just like the guy said, everybody who follows her speak different languages. So unless this guy is like multilingual, this was fake. She knows that the Fresh and Fit crew, they like anime. That's the one thing she follows. Then everybody who follows that account speak different languages? Yeah, I don't think so. There's nothing strange about that. Monica, that's a fake account. Wow. Awesome show today, guys. Awesome show today, guys. I'm going to be doing the Temptation Island Breakdown. The Temptation Island Breakdown will be at 6:30 this evening. Temptation Island Breakdown this evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, exclusively on Sharpe Stream. I am no longer breaking down Sex Life because it is pointless. It's literally an unrealistic Harlequin romance novel. the only thing truthful about it is that this is what American women do. That's really the only thing. So that's going to do it. Oops, wait a minute. Sorry about that. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Make sure you download the Sharpe Stream app to watch Sharpe Stream for free. And do not forget to pick up any of my ebooks like the 49 Laws of Sharpe at donovansharpe.com/49laws. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Get thousands of hours of content not found anywhere on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Link in description.